What is a sales qualified lead? How do we know that they're qualified to do business with you?
I just know that we don't have all the controls in place in GHL right now in order to be able to run the business that way.
Send the cavalry. I'm fucking struggling. I need help now.
We need a GoHighLevel expert on staff to build this shit out. We need someone who can get this shit.
All you got to do is just get 500,000 people to join your Facebook group. That's all you got to do. This is your new beginning. You are in UK, America, Canada, and
we already take Australian clients. It's just
we're going to. We've found a coach down there that we're going to make an offer to absorb their business and turn them into a rewrite coach.
Okay.
So that because the thing is, we have Australian, New Zealand clients, but the problem is the time difference makes it really difficult to be able to service them properly to the rewrite brand standards.
Yeah. So if I can have a coach that we teach our program to, who's already a fan of ours and seems to mimic most of what I do anyways.
Right. So a clear plan from lead gen to onboarding. How about you? What does success look like today?
Just, just GHL stuff, I guess.
Making sure that GHL works to run the business.
Yeah.
So right now,
because I need to get off Kajabi, man. I'm like,
you're not off it already?
No, we're not off of it yet. I don't know. Like, it's just stuff I don't fucking know how to do. Like, the contacts need to be moved over. They were moved over, and then that was done incorrectly.
Was it?
Remember?
Yeah, but they're over now.
Well, I asked Billy the other day why we can't get off it, and she said it was the contacts.
I thought it was the payment link.
She said that we have to move Kajabi down to the bare minimum because we still have payment plans going through Kajabi. I think you mentioned
Is it on the Kajabi payments or is it on Stripe? Is it on Kajabi's payment system or is it on Stripe's payments?
I don't know which one it is because we're not getting paid through our Stripe account. We are getting paid from Kajabi.
From Kajabi. Oh, I see. I think we talked about that for briefly.
So we use the same link. The reason why is, and I don't know if it's valid to be honest with you, right? If we offer a customer a discounted price for paying up front rather than taking a financing option, then we don't want to send that customer to a payment link for the discounted price that still has the financing options attached to it, which is what happens now. If we send them to Kajabi, we can send them to a payment link that doesn't have any of the finance. But with GHL, we send it directly there. Because of Stripe setting or something, it's always the Affirm, the Klarna, the Afterpay, the the other one. That's not in Stripe, is it? The other payment plan, the healthcare one. But just those three and our in-house plans are available right there and then. Now, here's the thing: how many clients are gonna agree to take the discounted price and pay up front, and then go on there and go, "Oh, let's take the financing instead and take the discount"? I don't think there's gonna be that many of that.
Why create a discount if Klarna pays you in full anyway?
Because we still lose on it. It's about $150.
At least.
$150 per transaction?
Yeah, they take their fees, Klarna,
take
and Afterpay.
3 to 5%. Yeah.
Because Stripe takes 3% or 2.9% regardless.
On top of that.
Yeah.
Oh, they do it on top.
Yeah. Oh,
they do it on top. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Chanel, so Daniel, I'm clear on your objective today's meeting.
I want to be able to report on every. Not just, I want to be able to have sales and marketing reports that have a clear idea of what's going on in the funnel, and then financial reports as well. Like, how much do we have in the pipeline? How much is closed? Which salesperson was responsible for which sale? So we're bringing in another leads manager. And so I think today would be really good for us to actually sort of give you an idea of how our flow works within the business. Because even though we're paying both of our leads managers that we're bringing in, we're going to pay them both on each. It doesn't matter who brings the lead in, that gets it to applications, and then the salesperson gets it to sell. Whoever originated that, we're going to pay both of them, right? Because it's a team sport. It's a very complex team sport. Because one of the differences between what Chanel offers and what everybody else offers is that level of authenticity and human-to-human connection. So every message is by a human. So if, lead manager 1 might start a conversation, but lead manager 2 might finish it, right? And there's going to be, so we need to, but so we're going to pay both of them, but I still want to know who's outperforming, who's doing the best. Now, we have some issues there. One is that a lot of our messaging is still happening on Chenille's personal messenger, and we're never going to get away from it.
We're just not.
It's just impossible.
It's not.
So we can't really report on the personal stuff yet, but some of it's coming through through the bariatric rewrite business page. So we can report on that because that's connected to GHL. We can report on Instagram, TikTok wouldn't really much, but we can report on that, and then we can obviously report on the text messaging through GHL, which is something that I'd like to figure out how we can move over. You know, if there's a way to move off of Facebook Messenger entirely and move to text messaging, but it's just getting people off of that platform because it's so comfortable. It's just like it creates a frictionless experience for
And the Facebook Messenger is on personal Facebook.
We have two. Okay. The main one is on the personal Facebook.
We're like that's my profile that has all the following. Like we've tried taking that same content, repurposing it through the business page. I mean,
it just doesn't perform the same.
Absolutely not. It would. I mean, if we can. I wish like these were things I had Glaza to work on. She's got. I mean, there's just so much for her to be doing. But if I because we're not even repurposing it onto the page anymore, so I don't have the time to do it. Right. So the business page even attempt to give it like some legs.
If you could leave here with one thing that's super clear for you that made this meeting, because we can have additional in the future, but like if you left here with one thing, what would that one thing be?
Knowing that when we launch Facebook ads, that shit's gonna be tight and not a fucking train wreck like 90% of our stuff normally is.
Yeah, we do tend to lead that.
Okay.
But then that's part of the reason why we grow so fast is because we build the plane on the way down.
Yeah. But the thing is, that's why you guys are successful, because so many people are like, let me perfect it.
We're like, fuck it, no. We're
right. All right. So you want to be confident to launch Facebook ads, and which essentially supports. You're like sales and marketing, and you're like operations, because you're what you're focused on is lead gen and to onboarding after the sale, and you're focused on traffic, more traffic. What does success with Facebook ads look like for you when you do launch?
That it brings in obviously more sales, you know, like that they're, I don't want to say easier sales. We get people who are ready to move forward. People who are ready to want help, because obviously in the DMs, these are like people who are slightly introduced to the idea of the rewrite. They're going to sit back and watch and continue to make poor fucking choices for about 3 months until they say enough's enough. Mm-hmm. My goal is that the Facebook ads just catch the people who are ready now.
Okay.
So, I mean, I think that's probably a good lead on
your process.
Yeah, to tell you about how the process currently works.
Yeah. So Daniel, so what I'm clear on is by the end of today's meeting, you just want to have a clear direction on what the journey from lead gen to onboarding is, and then be able to track how much is in the pipeline, also known as like the pipeline stages.
Yeah, be able to map all of that, have a clear sense of what the project looks like to get all of this mapped out correctly on GHL. So we can build the right workflows for the right processes, and then have the right reports come up for those processes. So we know what levers to pull and what buttons to push to improve the efficiency of the business. Because right now, as I said, we build the plane on the way down.
Yeah.
But we don't have a control panel yet.
Okay.
We can fly, and we can even soar, but we don't exactly know where we're going.
For sure. And then Chenille, yours is going to be, you just want to be confident to launch Facebook ads, and the objective of launching those Facebook ads is getting qualified people who already need help.
Correct.
I need to grab my laptop. I didn't know I was going to use my laptop, so I'm going to go grab it. Something to consider, do you have VAs in the DM? In your DMs?
No. Because it's so much bariatric related stuff.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah, no, it's very specific to bariatric surgery. It's like one of the prerequisites for hiring anybody who's human facing is that they have to have had bariatric surgery, so they understand what it takes. Because a lot of people who just want to be thin or have their own health journey, have not had bariatric surgery, have no idea what goes into it. And a lot of people think it's the easy way out, it's the lazy way out, and it's completely the opposite. It's really not.
Yeah, there's so many questions that people just ask in DMs that like I wouldn't be able to train a VA to answer that are medically related. It's just easier if someone's gone through it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if, well. Okay.
Because right now we have a sales girl. She's working we have a leads girl working basically 9 to 5 Eastern time. But then we get all these leads at night. And it's almost like overwhelming in the morning. So we were trying to hire someone who could work essentially second shift. And
2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah. And so we interviewed a handful of people, and we actually came down to like 2 we really like. One that has potential to be a coach here, which is something we'll need. She's outside of our community. We like posted some ads on Indeed and found some people who had surgery. Like this lady, she's a personal trainer. She works sales at the gym she's at. She wants to leave that, and she's like basically at the glass ceiling of what she can cap out where she's at.
And she's gonna do sales for you?
Yeah, she's like, and she's not in our community, which I kind of like don't mind hiring outside of our community.
As long as we can get her to buy into the rewrite philosophy of Whole Foods. And
Yeah, I still haven't interviewed her. We have a couple of other people that are good options. I think that'll be an easy solve. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
So that way we're on the same page. Because I mean, when we think about go high level, this is why I start off the meeting this way. Because if we think about go high level, it's like, man, we can spend weeks here.
Mm-hmm. Oh fuck yeah!
Like remember, I texted you on a couple weeks ago. We had that GoHighLevel training with all the GoHighLevel agencies that came out to Las Vegas, and we did that training with them. That was a 3-day, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. training, and we only got like 70% of the way through of what we should have gone through. And it's like, man, we need to turn this into a week-long training when we think about high level. So in an hour, we got to be very strategic. Mm-hmm. So here, one thing that we want to create success on for you, Daniel, is identify lead gen to onboarding. If we have lead gen to onboarding, and then you also want to be able to clearly articulate the pipeline stages, and how it's going to work inside of high level for you.
Right. So we have the pipeline built out in the stages. Whether it's the right stages, whether the right pipeline, not really. You know, we're not married to anything in there just yet. Again, to Shanil's point, the biggest goal is make sure that we're ready for the Facebook ads.
Replay requested. Okay. All right.
There's a workshop pipeline and a rewrite pipeline. Yeah.
Okay. So this is Daniel's desires out of this, and then Shanil's is going to be just create confidence. Now we got to determine what does that mean to create confidence, but the goal is to identify the strategy on how to get qualified people who need help.
Yes.
Okay. Qualified people. People. All right, cool. Okay, cool. Am I missing anything on this here?
No, because I think everything comes out with reporting as part of lead gen and pipeline stages.
Okay. All right, perfect. So let's start off with you, Daniel. What is the current process? So let's look at what is the current process. Right. So for lead gen.
So lead gen to onboarding. So great. So the way it starts off with a social media post.
Okay.
Something that Shanil's put out there, all organic, and it entices somebody to want to join the Bariatric Rewrite private group, which is the private Facebook group.
So you go from social media post to Facebook group.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what's always promoted.
Yep.
Usually.
Usually
80% of the time.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're promoting the fix, but you have to go through the Facebook group to get that.
No, it's not the fix. Sometimes I just promote if you're ready to make changes and you want help now, let us know below.
Okay. And then you send them the link to the Facebook group.
No, we just message them and see what's up with them.
Okay. So all right. So
you skip. What percentage are you skipping the Facebook group and just going straight to DM and having a conversation?
Maybe 10%.
Okay. What are you doing for the rest of the 90?
Talking about the Facebook group and the content's like saying.
Okay, so Daniel, so is this majority of it though?
Majority.
Social media to Facebook group.
Yep.
Okay.
Majority.
So the majority will go to Facebook group.
Just put just closer, just a little bit closer.
Yeah,
Just a little bit closer.
So majority will go to Facebook group.
Okay.
From Facebook group, they're asked 3 questions to join the private group.
Okay.
One of those questions is, do you want more information on the programs?
Okay.
And there are a couple of responses. One is, yes, I need help. The other one is, no. And the other one is, we don't know what you do, but I'm happy to find out.
Yeah. We did just change those questions.
So you do more
Similar, right?
Yep.
more info.
More info,
Yeah.
yes or no, is basically what you want to look at. It doesn't matter how. Unless we want to track.
And then what else is there? More info.
What's the other options? More info.
More information. Well, right now there's 3 options. One is because we just changed these like 3 days ago because we were getting too many people wanting information who didn't know anything about us, and because this is a real person messaging in the DMs, it's slowing us down.
Yeah.
So I changed the questions to say, I'm just here to learn more about what you guys do and check out the free recipes. That person I just let in. I don't even bother to message him. The second one now says, I could definitely use some help. I would like to, or I like to learn more. Send me a DM.
Okay.
And the third one is like, send the cavalry. I'm fucking struggling. I'm ready to like get
Send the what? Oh,
the
Calvary.
cavalry. Yeah, I'm like,
Okay.
I need help now.
Okay.
Right. And I've seen about a 50% decrease of people choosing they want help now because I removed it, which is an okay issue because we're having real life conversations with those people, and a lot of them are so new to what we do that it's going to be a sticker shock when they find out that it's a $3,000 program. So like, let them come into the group, let them see posts. You know, when they get into the group, it's queued now where it's like after every 50 people, there's an automated message that tags them. And then that kind of goes through like, do you want a link to our recipe fix, which is that downloadable? Do you want a copy of the last workshop? Let us know. And then people are responding and they're like, yeah, can I get the last workshop recording? And like that workshop, last recording we did, we spent about only 5 minutes, but halfway mark talking about the program, the price, etc. So even in the DMs, people who say they're new to us, our leads manager has been sending a copy of that workshop because it kind of does some of the work for us without us having to get them all the way to a phone call or have them fill out an application. And price point is just not an option.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're in the Facebook group. If they need more information, you disregard. Oh, no. If they need more information, you do a DM. If they want content, you disregard, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just let them into the group and then they'll come back in the future.
And then if they need the Calvary, I need help.
Cavalry, we DM.
Yeah, we DM. Same thing for both, honestly. And I send a voice message every morning. I go through those and I voice message them.
Is that a lot of time?
5 minutes as I'm drinking fucking coffee.
Okay,
It's
okay.
not a hard thing.
How many are coming in right now?
Well, since we changed it, like I only had to send like 12 messages this morning. So like it's not taking me long. And I send the same thing. Like, hey, I read the thing, because the other questions on there are like, what's your current problem going on? Right? So I acknowledge their problem. I tell them who I am, and like, hey, Chanel from the Rewrite. I see we're struggling with regaining some of our weight, and I always ask most of the time the same question: tell me how far post-op you are. Now that little 10-second video clip gave my leads manager enough to carry the conversation from there.
And if they're, because your customers are all post-op.
No, they're pre-op. So if they're pre-op, sometimes I don't always know in that answer, and then they'll tell me, right? Or sometimes they'll say, you know, they'll write in there they're pre-op, but there's no manual written answers anymore.
How far pre-op can you work with somebody?
I mean, we have girls who aren't going to have surgery.
Who aren't going to have surgery? Okay, and then how far post-op?
We have girls 20 plus years.
20 years. Okay, phenomenal. So there's a huge TAM.
Yeah.
There's a huge TAM for you. All right, now they go from Facebook group to what happens next?
So go ahead.
So from there, if they want information, we send them that voice message.
Okay.
And then from there, my leads manager takes over.
So the DMs is where most of your sales come from.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much all of them.
Yeah, unless
Okay.
we're running a workshop, which is...
So you do direct message, and right now it's all on your Instagram, your direct.
Facebook Messenger. Yeah, it's all on Facebook Messenger. We do some via text. The girls do some.
Yeah.
When does it move to text?
It moves to text when they fill out the application.
Okay. So what's happening is the leads manager will do the direct messaging, and what their job is to pre-qualify them, the lead, and move them to an application process. And in the pre-qualification is we actually throw in probably more than we need to now, or more than we're going to in the future, but we throw in a lot of sand into the machine to slow it down, to try and weed out those folks that aren't qualified. And unqualified doesn't necessarily just mean they can't afford it, they're not ready for it, they're not going to do the work, they make excuses. There's a whole bunch of reasons. But once you get they have a conversation, the leads managers should pretty much get direct to the point, gets into the point where they're saying, yes, I need help, I want to learn more about the information. And then they send them an application,
Okay.
which is a link to a survey, which we have in GoHighLevel right now.
Yep.
So once they get to the application, they complete the application, or they drop off if they see because we put the price in the application.
All it says is how much can you afford? $250 to $500 a month, $500 to $1,000, $1,000 plus. And then the phrasing says like we have a lot of ways to make this financially a thing, blah blah blah.
And if they select $250
to $500, then the next question, the next question says, "Are you sure you can afford this?" Because some people will mark it, and then like even then, Ashley gets on the phone with a tremendous amount of people who are like act very sticker shocked, have the same "I need to talk to my spouse" situation. Even though I think there's a question on there about the spouse.
Do you need to speak to them? Yeah.
Are you gonna have to talk to your spouse? You know, so she gets a lot.
So they do an application. So it goes from DM conversation to application.
And then from application it goes to sales.
Yeah.
So they will book. So there's two ways that they can book on the application. They can book onto Chanel's calendar, or they can book onto Ashley's calendar. One is I'm ready to move forward. I don't have to worry about money right now. I want to speak to Chanel, and they'll book on Chanel's calendar. And then the other one is
Am I spelling this right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
And then the other one is, I'm not ready to speak to Chanel, but I'd like to speak to someone, some kind of phrasing like that. And then it'll move to Ashley. In both cases, Ashley, after they book on Chanel's calendar, we say that somebody's going to reach out to them. Ashley's going to reach out to them, and she's going to close them. So it's very rare that Chanel ever ends up on a sales call.
I haven't done one in a while.
So this doesn't actually go to your calendar.
It does go to a calendar.
It does, but really Ashley
takes over.
Ashley injects. They think they're going to talk to me. They're essentially booking what would be their intake call.
Yeah.
Ashley calls them and is like, let's, da-da-da-da, you have to be paid before you're going to get on the phone with Chanel.
Okay.
And they pay, they sign up, and then Chanel uses that time to do the intake call rather than a sales call.
Okay. Sounds good. And then what happens next? So now we're going through onboarding.
Yeah, so as soon as, that's what we have Glazer working on. So the plan.
So are you in alignment? This is the process.
Yes.
Social media post. You got to get them into the Facebook group. They do a questionnaire in the Facebook group. And then from the Facebook group, you do a direct message.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then you send them the application.
Yeah.
And then
sales call.
They do a sales call.
Now, sorry, one thing with that is obviously this flow is going to be different with the Facebook ads. We don't know what that looks like yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it could be the same.
Yeah, I mean, Sergio was definitely like, there's 100 different ways we're gonna test it.
Yeah. The game that you're playing now, getting into the ads, is hypothesis, application, hypothesis, application, hypothesis, and you'll be like, oh shit, this hit big, and it could be the one that's like weird, it could be the one that's like, I didn't think that was gonna work,
right?
Yeah.
That's not the one I thought that was gonna work. So you're playing this hypothesis, but then what's cool is like when you hypothesis application on the front end on traffic, you're gonna crack the code on traffic. Then it's more of the middle of the funnel where you're gonna start cracking the code. So it's gonna be more of like this process to this process where you start figuring out what makes sense for you, because you're gonna have ads. There's a lot of people who want to lose weight. Your TAM is huge. With maybe not bariatric, but just in general want to lose weight once they see your before and after. So now we may reconsider the Facebook group, because it sounds like this is a manual process.
Yes.
And identifying how can we have like some type of survey beforehand to determine a sales qualified lead versus a marketing qualified lead, and then put them in the group for community purposes, and then maybe have the conversation in the direct message, but on your page.
So if instead of promoting the Facebook page, I have ask for the link to get into our community, and that's a lander that collects their information, and then
goes to the group.
Mm-hmm.
Which you start the sales process inside of HighLevel versus
the
Facebook
group. That's one way to get it off.
So you still create the community with your content and so on and so forth. They just have to opt in to get access.
That's definitely something you should write down that we should have Glazer work on. Maybe she'll get it done this year.
You said this year?
Yeah, that was some sarcasm.
Oh, okay.
She knows does not like this. She likes to move very fast, and Glazer doesn't move that fast.
No.
Well, we can discuss that.
Yeah.
We can discuss. All right. So, all right. So this is the current process for marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Should we go to
And sales.
onboarding?
Yeah, let's talk about onboarding because it all flows in the same thing.
All right. Let's go to onboarding then. Let's move.
Oh, and this is good because it talks about we can talk about the survey.
So this is sales and marketing process. And then I have some notes here that we'll discuss later. But all right, so let's go into onboarding.
So you wrote down the onboarding flows yesterday. So this is
Yeah. I mean, I wrote down the very like nitty gritties of the onboarding, like the stuff that I needed. Like, so as soon as they pay, that next page is gonna have them book their intake call. We were having Ashley manually book
Let's back up a little bit.
Yeah.
Right here. So they are on Ashley's calendar.
Ashley gonna talk to them.
And typically, how long is the call?
30 minutes, she says on average.
Okay, so they do a 30-minute call with Ashley.
Yep.
And then on the call, it's at the end, it's a yay and nay, or is it a two call close?
I wouldn't say it's a 2-call close. She doesn't normally get back on the phone the second time. It's a let me see if I can get approved with the firm. Let me talk to the husband. You know, she tries to push it for the call, but you know, the circumstances are always different.
Then it's to text.
Yeah. Then
The questions that you ask here and the objections that you have, are they similar?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
you may same shit.
We may want to consider, when we discuss more on strategy later, we may consider a webinar or an automated webinar, but we can discuss that in a bit. So here, they do a 1-call close. The person says, yes, I want to sign up.
Mm-hmm.
What happens next?
She sends them the checkout link.
Okay. So the first step of onboarding is going to be the checkout link.
Yep.
Well, it's still sales, but let's go through that process. So checkout link. And then from what we discussed, it's 2 checkout links right now. One for full pay and one for payment plan, or one for financing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you got pay in full, and then you got financing.
And then we do in-house payment plans again, but it's over a year.
Is that on?
It's all yeah.
Is it another page?
Mm-hmm.
So it's 3 pages, and then in-house.
We'd rather not do in-house because it takes us a year to get paid.
Yeah, and is there defaults?
Yeah, if it defaults, it defaults. You know?
Yeah.
It's just cost doing business at that point.
Yeah. So, okay, so she sends a checkout page. What happens next?
Then after they check out, Ashley schedules their intake call with me.
Okay, so this is a manual stuff, Ashley?
Yeah, but we just are having Glazer make all of this automated.
Okay.
So the automated version.
Let's talk about where it's at right now, and then.
Right now, it's at Ashley. Ashley books it. She then sends them their welcome email.
Books, intake.
Yep, books intake.
Then sends, and this is manual?
Yep.
Okay, welcome email.
If they're already booked in your calendar from before, not many of them are though, are they?
Yeah, if they're already booked in my calendar, which isn't isn't normally how it goes, she just confirms if that time's gonna still work, and we need 3 days of food logs to start with them.
Mm-hmm.
So book intake, welcome email, and then you gather 3 days of food log.
Mm-hmm. We tell them we need you to start logging your food for at least 3 days before that intake call.
Okay, what else? What else?
And then that's basically all she does. Then I do the intake call.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So Ashley sends out the checkout link. They have 1 of 3 options. You can do a pay in full.
Yep.
Or you can do financing with a third party, or you can do in-house payment plan.
Mm-hmm.
Then once they make a payment, Ashley then books the intake call on your calendar.
Mm-hmm.
After that, she sends a welcome email to the person, says welcome, and so on and so forth. And then she gathers the 3-day.
Oh yeah, we send them a questionnaire in that email.
In the welcome email.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a link to a GoHighLevel survey, right?
Yeah. Well,
what's the questionnaire for?
Just everything. It makes their intake faster for me, so I don't have to go through and ask them all these questions.
What type of questions is it?
When they had surgery, where everything went fucking wrong, what
Highest weight,
biggest struggle, what's the situation at home, who are they cooking for, autoimmune disorders, their list of medications.
There's a lot that, I'm excited because like when you have this data, you can put it through ChatGPT automatically.
Oh, I do. I copy and paste their questionnaire into an intake process that's already built out of my AI.
And ChatGPT or another platform?
On ChatGPT.
ChatGPT, okay.
And then I take that and I fill in any other extra notes I need on the intake call, and then I copy and paste the finished product into their contact on GHL now.
Manually or?
Yeah, just copy and paste it over.
Okay. We can automate that process.
This whole entire thing can be automated.
Yeah.
100%. Actually, if Ashley could just do more of these, but I suspect that there's automations that can happen at this stage as well.
We can probably take the application and soften it and get more calls for Ashley.
Oh, for God's sake, yeah.
I think that should be. Are you taking notes? My phone's almost dead.
He's recording it.
Okay.
He's going to give me a transcript summary.
Well, definitely one of the things I want us to work on is sending that Facebook landing page.
Yeah.
Take them off, and then secondly,
Facebook landing page.
Yeah. What we talked about.
The landing page before the Facebook group. Okay.
Yeah, and then softening up the
survey so that we get more calls.
Okay, so we go from checkout page. Ashley books intake on your calendar. Chanel, welcome email, sends out welcome email, sends out a request for the 3 days of food log, and then they submit a questionnaire, like when your surgery, what's home look like.
It's pretty intense, to be honest with you, that survey, it's 37 questions.
No worries.
But it speeds up. It takes my intake from being a full hour to being about 30 to 40 minutes.
Okay. What happens after after this process?
After their intake's done?
After the intake and
their program starts.
Questionnaire.
They're off.
Do you you have to assign them to a group?
Yeah, I put
Do you sign contracts?
Is there Billy sign. Yeah, so when the checkout happens, Billy, our admin, she sends the contract out to
So this is before Ashley though.
Yeah. Right now,
no.
It's
simultaneously or is it after?
It's all happening at the same time. After Ashley books the intake, then Billy gets a notification. She writes up their contract accordingly. The new automation is going to has some the new one's going to have some if there's not a contract loaded or that's not checkmarked off, it's going to reforce their intake call date to a different
reschedule
time.
it, yeah.
Even though there's no.
This is in Progreda?
Yeah, we were using Dot Loop. I don't know where Billy's doing it now.
Dot Loop?
For the contract. I don't know what the contract is now.
All right.
Billy's still handling it. I know they're all still signing.
So Ashley gets it on the calendar, welcome email, 3-day food log, customer completes questionnaire, Billy sends a contract. Mm-hmm. All this can be automated, but what else we got to think of all the intricate steps and not skip one.
So getting them added into our community on WhatsApp, our WhatsApp channel, which I don't know how forever that's going to exist in that space, but for right now it is. Our community chat used to just be on Facebook Messenger until 3 weeks ago. We hit the max amount of people you could have in Messenger.
How many people were you?
Which is 250. And because you didn't used to have lifetime access to our community. We meet 5 times a week. It used to be an upsell we did, and now we've built it into the package. So they all have lifetime. So every person I'm adding in there's never exiting it. So the community hit its max. So we moved over to WhatsApp, which allows us to go for 1,000. And 24.
Do you want to use GoHighLevel for this?
Yes and no. The problem is the one thing they all want. Their biggest feedback is they want to be able to chat. They want it to be. I mean, I had a hard enough time getting them to fucking go to WhatsApp, which is practically no different than Messenger, right? I can't imagine trying to put them on what was Kajabi communities we used in the past. It's too much of a message board. They don't want a message board.
There's something to consider as you grow, especially if you've done this much volume organically, when you go towards ads, the concern that I would pose is people who are just bad actors in the group. Maybe they have a bad experience or
we haven't really had that problem.
No? Okay.
No, there's people who are going to have lifetime access to our community who are going to fuck off, not do their program, not show up. But they'll have lifetime access. I've never seen them come into the community and badmouth it.
Okay.
They are pretty good about being responsible.
Okay.
For their own.
Okay.
Car crash.
Okay. One tool that could be done is Slack. That's a tool that you could consider using.
I suggested Discord.
Or Discord. I don't know about the automations in Discord.
Yeah.
But I know like you can do like Slack automations where maybe Discord has them. I can double check.
But then you're requiring everybody to download another app.
Yeah,
which is what we want to try and avoid.
Okay.
Everybody seems to have WhatsApp.
WhatsApp?
Pretty much.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is that we're only good for this year for WhatsApp, and then we'll be tapped out. If every enrollment right now, if we're taking in 30 to 40 new people this month, and the every month, and that goes up and up and up, and we're at 250 now. By the end of the year, we'll be capped out.
The only thing that I would caution against, because if anticipating that the amount of contacts come in or the customers come in that we expect, you hit the 1,000 limit, but also all the customers' phone numbers are essentially available to every member. And as we grow,
I see what you mean. Yeah.
That's where the concern is, because they can say, F Chenille, let me go and get all these contacts, and I'm going to text them on the side, and you have no control. Right. On Slack, you can boot people out. Or I'm sure on Discord, you could do the same thing, boot people out. WhatsApp is, here's your phone number, and I can call you, I can text you, I can spam you, and I can pay you to get your entire contact list of all your customers.
That's your entire contact list, yeah.
And it's directly to their phone number.
Right.
So that's just something to consider as you grow.
That's a huge problem. I didn't even consider that.
So does Slack have a chat, or is it like a community chat? Or, well, I guess I kind of know what it's like because I'm on Slack myself.
Well, you're on Slack for your company. Slack would be a little bit different as a community. So it's free as a community. You would just create a new workspace. And then here, so we have our company one, which is Audate Media. Well, this one is for GHL Engine. This is for our GoHighLevel community.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a limit here because I know HighLevel has like 6,000 people in it, in theirs. It's just a developer community, and then in mine I have how many? 1,300 GoHighLevel agencies.
You could create the groups as channels.
You can create groups as channels. It's free. The only thing is you have access only to 30 to 90 days of data.
Going back, you mean?
Yeah, which was exactly how you guys were operating a couple of days ago in your company before you paid. So you only have 30 days. But what's cool is there's a lot of automations you can do. So if that was part of the conversation, for example, what is this? So this one says, welcome to the GHL engine, and then the person's name. I can automatically send a message. So Chenille can actually send a message to the person, automatic, and say, hey, I just saw that you joined. Welcome to the community. Or it could have it be from Ashley or any representative. Then you can confirm inside of HighLevel if the person actually joined, because you can build an automation that way. You can say, hey, is this person in the Slack community? And then pair the email and say, yes, this person signed up for the Slack community.
Slack also has a good API, so it could be integrated into the app eventually.
So
it has a robust API for sure.
Right.
Maybe Discord has it. I just never use it.
I've only used Discord. I have one Discord channel that I go to, which is an earnings report Discord channel. Okay. So I have no familiarity with it beyond that.
Then for you as a company, if Slack is your main tool for your company, it's so easy to go back and forth for you guys.
Yeah, it would make a lot of sense
to support your customers in the community. And then you can, of course, have automations that, like, you only have access to the program, access to the community for a year, for example. You can automatically remove them, right? Because in HighLevel, you can build a step where once the person joins in the workflow, wait 365 days and then run another API to remove them. So if that was part of your offer, like, hey, I'm going to give you a year of the community, or I'm going to charge you every year to be part of the community, you can automate
through Slack.
All of that through Slack, yeah.
Okay.
I like that option.
So if we imagine the scenario, customer as one of your pipeline stages for onboarding, customer says, hey, you want them to join the community. Is that true or is that not true? The paid community.
Yeah, we do. We want them there on the Slack channel. Well, they're all in the WhatsApp right now. So if we did something like that, they can't, like, can they make off channels, or are they kind of?
You can make channels.
No, can they?
Can they?
I think you have. Do you want them to?
No.
No.
Okay,
no.
We can lock it down.
Yeah, you can lock it down. There's an admin panel to change it.
Okay. Cool.
So I know, like, there's a whole automation that we have here, but essentially I can share with you how it works if that is the direction to make it work, where it's only your customers that are coming in, and you can track if they came, automations, a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
How much of a lift do you think it'll be getting everybody from WhatsApp to?
I told them all that WhatsApp was not forever.
Okay, fair enough then.
I said that this is temporary because we're gonna have to figure something else out.
Okay, so then just rip the Band-Aid off, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Something to consider in your discovery.
Because we could, as you're saying, as you go through the onboard, you fill out as soon as you finish the onboarding form, you could send out an automation to invite them to Slack.
Yeah, and you can build an automation that confirms if they didn't join, then send follow-up emails. Hey, I noticed you didn't join the community. Would love to have you in there, which would support your retention for your in-house payment plans.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Because all of this right here, what I'm seeing here is all of that. Ashley, like, I'm curious, how many hours is Ashley spending in a week for this amount of work?
Well, that's all. Like all of those things, I gave Glaza to automate.
Okay, so it's already in the process.
Already, all of that. Yeah.
Okay.
So as soon as that person fucking checks out, the next thing is they're manually going to be prompted to schedule their intake call.
Okay.
They're going to be sent an email. They're going to be given the questionnaire. The questionnaire needs to be filled out. Contract needs to be signed. All of those things will be automated.
Okay.
Yep. All of them.
So
that's pretty easy.
Is our job here done?
Danielle?
Mm-hmm.
Are we done for the day?
No. Sorry, I was just checking a message.
No. I mean, it sounds like everything's done.
Yeah.
If you guys
Does
already
that make sense?
The automation that you put in place?
That she has Glaza.
Yeah, I think from the onboarding that works there.
Yeah.
Okay. What happens after this? What happens after Ashley does all these steps?
Yeah, then I do their intake call and their program starts. And so I gave Glaza automations already for how the program ends. So they do an exit call with me. That is
intake
scheduled.
call?
Yep. They have an exit call at the 4-month marker. It's set to prompt at 2 weeks prior to their end date for them to schedule that exit call. When they schedule that exit call, it's going to ask if they were going to want to continue having support, to which we'll kick back to Ashley to call and upsell that person.
Okay, so the program, there's not much automations to be done in the program?
Not right now, no.
What is the delivery of the program? What's the delivery method?
So I'm available to them over text every day. Danae's available to them over text. We meet with them once a week.
Do you text them from your personal number?
Yep.
Do you want to continue doing that?
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's easier for me.
Okay.
Way easier for me.
Does your team get involved with servicing customers?
Yes. So Danae, my second coach, they have Danae's phone number. The only phone number, the coach number they don't have is Nicole.
So is it efficient that they text you directly and then they text someone else on a different number?
Yeah.
Directly? Has it been efficient?
It has, because Danae and I have different approaches.
Okay.
And so I will like, we meet every Monday. We go through every client on the list. Okay. And I'll be surprised that like one person, Danae's like, yep, I've been talking to them every day, and it's someone I haven't heard from. Sometimes they connect better with one or the other. And there's so many of them that it's good that that is split.
A year from now, how many active clients do you want to have?
I don't know. It depends on how many. It's a hard.
The goal per month.
Big goal per month is 50 per month. I mean, we're averaging. This last month was a little bit lower. This last month we did 23. Okay.
So the target is 50 per month.
50. Yep.
50 per month. So that means at any given time.
Ideally 80, but 50 we can handle right now.
Okay, so 50 per month. So that's two, and the program is how many months?
4
months.
And so that's 200 in active customers.
Yeah.
And we break them up into groups of 12.
Okay.
10 to 12. Yep.
So that means you would be texting 200 people?
Yep. And I go through every morning and I message about 25 a day every 4 days to cover almost just about everybody.
Okay.
And but they're I'm available to them more than I'm just up their butt. I'm not.
Okay.
They come to me when they want stuff. They don't come in an asinine way, trust me. Only when I sit here and message 25 of them am I like, oh my God, keeping up.
Is there any videos for them to watch?
Yeah, they have access to all of those community calls. Well, we do 5 a week, but 2 of them are recorded.
So part of your fulfillment is community calls?
Yeah, we have 5 community calls a week. 2 of them are recorded. The other 3 are not recorded because they're peer support.
Okay.
We're really encouraging that they're on there live, and ideally we're hoping to add 2 more so we can say we have a call every week, which is like and I don't run those peer support calls. That's off to the team.
So you have 5. So what is the fulfillment? What are they buying? 5 community calls.
Yeah, 5. Then we take them through a 12-week program. They have access to me and Danae 24 hours a day for 4 months. We review their food logs every day. And we also see them for a 15-minute call every week. They choose which coach. I know last time I was in our accelerator meeting, I said I wanted to start taking some of those off my calendar. And so right now I've been doing that. I've actually been booking them on Nicole's calendar and Danae's calendar when I see them, and then they're booking them back on mine. So I'm getting less of them.
So 5 community calls, 12-week program, and then there's another type of call?
Yeah, they have a 15-minute individual call with one of us each week.
Okay, 15-minute call.
Yeah.
Call per week. All right, is there anything else that is part of the fulfillment? So it's 3 months, and then you give them an additional month of support?
Yeah, we do the 12-week calls, and then like we kind of joke, like we take one of the training wheels off, which is those 12-week, which is their weekly group call. And then for the next month, we continue to look at their logs. We're available over text. We encourage their group to continue with that time and meet up individually without us there.
Okay. So the fulfillment, when they pay, they're getting a 12-week program, access to you and Danae for 24 hours, 15-minute call per week, 4 weeks of support post the program, and then 5 community calls, and then you review the logs. What is that, once per week?
Every day.
Oh, daily. Okay.
It's a daily program of accountability.
Wow.
The only reason it works.
Okay. Phenomenal. When you get to your target, 50 per month, what you envision is that every day you're going to have 200 text messages per customer?
No.
Because who's reviewing their daily logs?
They do it in their group chat, Danae and Nicole.
That's a peer?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a peer service. Okay.
No. Danae and Nicole, the other coaches. I don't look at the logs anymore. Danae and Nicole do.
But he's asking on Jet, so 200.
Yeah.
There's going to be 200 food logs to review
Yeah,
each day.
they split it between each other.
Okay. And then
It doesn't take long for them to do. Maybe like 15,
They
20.
might argue that.
and then 15 and then
Yeah,
and then 15 minutes per call per week as we split between Danae and Chanel.
And Nicole.
Okay.
All three
Oh,
of us.
Danae, Chanel, Nicole.
Yeah.
Okay. So Danae, Chanel, and then Nicole. Perfect. Okay. 12 weeks is just the length of the program, and then the 5 community calls, that's done in groups. Okay. And then at the end of the fulfillment, there is a call with Ashley. Okay.
Well,
No,
there's
at the end-
there's a call with me. There's always an exit call with me.
Okay.
Always
Chanel,
okay.
exit call.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And on that call, well, the new automation, they'll be automated in email 2 weeks prior to the end to book it. And on that booking, it's going to ask if they want to continue into our alumni program or want information on the alumni program. And if they do, Ashley will then contact them. And I use my exit call with them.
So it goes from Chanel and then it goes to Ashley.
Yes. And so my exit call is just back to the fulfillment stuff. I'm just making sure they're good leaving our program. And then, but if they want alumni information, I kick it back to Ashley to sell it. I don't want my exit call to feel like a sales call for them.
No. How much is the alumni?
I think $2.99 a month now.
Yeah.
I love that. And your job is just to confirm delivery of the product.
Yep.
All right, got it. So, we're clear on the process. It starts off with a social media post. From a social media post, they go to a Facebook group. From the Facebook group, there's a survey, more information.
Yep.
You do a DM. If it's I need help, you do a DM. If they just want free content, disregard. Okay. Then we send them a direct message. On the direct message, we're going to qualify them. And in that qualification, we're going to identify if there's an opportunity. Then we send them to the application. They do the application. Then the details go on to the salesperson. Ashley's the main salesperson. It goes from, if they want to book on Chanel's calendar, they get booked, but Ashley does the intake.
Still does it,
Yeah. And that's a 30-minute call. On that 30-minute call, Ashley gives them the opportunity to buy. When they give the opportunity to buy, they have 3 options. You can do a pay in full, or you can do third-party financing or in-house payment plans. From there, once the customer makes payment, Ashley then books the intake call on your calendar, and then sends a welcome email, gathers 3-day food log, and then the customer completes a questionnaire, and then Billy sends a contract for them to sign. Then you do the intake. On the intake, you tell them what to expect, and then you do 12 weeks of fulfillment with all of these goodies that's included. And then after the 12 weeks of fulfillment,
16 weeks.
They get 4 more weeks of support.
Yep.
Based on what you told me. And then you do an exit call. They get an email or an automation 2 weeks prior, email, text, whatever that may look like, to invite them to schedule the call. On the call, your job is just to confirm delivery, and you identify if there's an opportunity to join the alumni program. If there's an opportunity, you forward them to Ashley. Ashley does the upsell. So Ashley's job primarily is sales, and she's doing sales for intake and then sales to upsell.
Yeah, that's our new plan for her to do the alumni.
Okay. So Daniel, it sounds like you have a clear lead gen to onboarding.
Yeah.
Is there something I'm missing, or did you just need it to be written down?
Now we need to make sure that GHL, we can track all of that through GHL.
Okay.
The GoHighLevel is built around our business processes.
Okay. So we got to determine the pipeline stages is what I'm hearing. But as far as the process from lead generation to onboarding, that's pretty clear.
That sounds pretty good. Yeah.
So is it fair to check off, or is there anything that's messed off? Yeah. Okay, we'll check us off. Okay, great. And then, are you good on time past 3? We had this scheduled for 3:30, but are you good past?
I have the huddle at 6. That's it.
Okay.
I just need to drop you off before I go to do my meeting.
What's your meeting?
AA.
Oh, that's right.
What time?
I chair an AA meeting at 5:30.
Okay. Oh yeah, we'll be good for that. All right. So then let's discuss the pipeline stages. So here's my expert recommendation is that we have 2 pipelines, one for the sales and marketing, and then one for onboarding.
Okay.
Because you're gonna have a team. For example, I don't see Billy's involvement in this. Billy can put attention on the onboarding pipeline, and that's where her focus is gonna be on the onboarding pipeline. And then it sounds like to me you put more attention on the operations after the sale is made. Is that right?
Not so much. I mean, like I really just focused on wherever she needs me to be focused. It's really at the moment. It's at the beginning of the pipeline.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just know that we don't have all the controls in place in GHL right now in order to be able to run the business that way from it.
Yeah. Inside of your account, I see something about a replay. So this is more of the leads journey.
That was the replay workshop.
Yeah, I think you're looking at those. Yeah, the rewrite leads. That's the pipeline that takes it all the way through.
Yeah, so we're going to create a new one. This is workshop.
But again, we didn't know what we're doing on.
No worries. So. I just want to see what you guys have so far. And it seems like you're not using this one.
Right.
So the fix, these are just products on that they purchase. I see. Different product. Okay, cool. So there's opportunity for a new pipeline stage. So what I would suggest is that we have one pipeline for the sales process, and then we got to identify how we trigger those steps into the pipeline. Because you ideally want it to be automated, so that way you just have a dashboard. Like you can literally have a big screen like this and just have the pipeline stages, and it automatically moves back and forth, right? So we're gonna determine the pipeline stages for the sales. So when we think about the pipeline stages, what we want to identify is when you're looking at this data point, you want to see the journey for each customer should be the same, ideally, should be the same. And then if that's true, we should be able to identify who's going to close based on the actions that they take in through the journey. So that way you can see who's more likely to close and who's less likely to close. So let's start off with the stages. The social media post is going to be challenging for us to see who's in the pipeline, but with high level. But what's cool is we can actually start the pipeline stage based on a comment.
Yes.
If someone comments on, not a personal page though, there's like nothing to do with the personal page. That's how Facebook is set up. But But when we run the ads, before running ads, and I don't know if Sergio shared this with you, you want to prep your page with content. Yeah, not your profile. Currently, you're getting a lot of leads
so
and
you
not.
want the business page, and that's something I need Glazer to do. Like she needs to be doing it.
What, pumping your
The
business
problem,
page?
the reason I'm so fucking not gonna do it is because I can't do it from my phone.
Mhm.
When you try to upload reels onto Facebook page, it's very wonky on the text. You have to do it from I have to schedule it, and then I have to go back into the scheduler through my phone or to my computer, and then deal with the caption. Otherwise, it lump sums it. I've ChatGPT'd the problem. I've tried everything, so I need Glazer to do it.
So Glazer could technically create the content a month ahead of time if you have that much content.
I mean, I've got 2 years of content.
So if she downloads this, you can use Progreda to push out the content and schedule it.
Okay. All right.
And it seems like you're already logged in.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got it all set up.
Yeah.
So I just need
So you're talking about just purely for the business page?
bariatric rewrite business page, because that's where they're gonna run the ads, isn't it? Through the business page.
It should be, well, it depends. Sergio will decide. However, I would say that
Just
it would be
prepping it anyways.
it would be your brand, your personal brand.
Yeah, so it's going to be on a personal page.
Personal page, yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
but not a profile.
Yeah, it would be. That would be my page.
The page, yep.
Yeah.
You can't run ads on a profile.
I can run ads on mine.
You can boost. You can't run
No,
ads.
I can do ads on mine.
You can run ads on your profile?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm pretty like 99% sure.
maybe it's a new feature from Facebook. But the automation that we want it to be done on a page.
Okay.
So that way, when the leads start having conversations with you, it'll show
Yeah.
up under your conversations tab,
Okay.
which will give, who runs your DMs now? It's you and Amanda.
Mostly. Amanda and Ashley.
Let me just write that down. What's cool is when we start running ads, that traffic on the DMs, still the same process, but it could be done on the page. And then Amanda and Ashley can use Progreda to log in.
Yeah, they're already logged in. They get messages through there. I mean, my Instagram's connected in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's working. All right. So let's start with then the stages. When you look at the data, what do you want to consider the first stage, Daniel? Because I know you envision a dashboard. What is the first stage of the dashboard?
I would like to know, I think the first thing is the Facebook group, the questions. I want to know how many people are saying, yeah, I want more info.
Okay. So we're going to take a step back and let's just identify this data real quick.
Right.
A lead is just a name, email, phone number.
Mm-hmm.
What is a sales qualified lead? How do we know that they're qualified to do business with you? That they should get on the call with Amanda?
Ashley.
Ashley, yeah. What are the characteristics that they have? The characteristics, what would they fill out on a survey to identify, Ashley, you got to call this person, versus Ashley, don't call this person. This person is a waste of time.
They've indicated they want help.
Okay.
They know what the problem is.
Mm-hmm.
And they can financially afford it, have answered on the application that I can afford at least $250 a month.
Is there an income level, or is it just, I'm telling you I can afford it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
Telling I can afford it.
Okay.
It's a good question about income. It'd be interesting to know what our average income demographics were.
I don't want to ask them that.
No, we don't want to ask them that, but it'd just be interesting if we could find out.
Yep. So they determined, they said, yes, I want help, and yes, I can afford $250 a month.
At least, yeah.
Okay, that's a sales qualified lead.
They want the help, and they're willing to talk to somebody.
Okay.
They're willing to talk to Ashley or Chanel, so they're ready to have a sales call. Yeah.
Okay. So if they determine these 3 steps, those are the people you want to put attention to.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty fair.
Okay, so let's build out the pipeline stages right now. So we're gonna create the sales and marketing. There's so many things that can trigger the pipeline stage. You can have a lot of people, or we can focus on just people who opted in.
Okay.
You can start off technically on the social media post. You can technically find out how many people commented, and that could start it off. That's gonna be a lot of.
But not on a personal post.
Not on a personal.
Right, so I think we need to skip that.
Okay, so we're gonna skip that part. That's gonna skip that part. What we want to find out is this information, correct?
Yeah, I'd like to know how many people. It would be really great to know how many people requested to join the group. How many of those people requested one of the 2 ways of requesting information?
I don't think we can really get that information though.
We don't get that from
manually toggling it.
Because when you submit that information on a group, you have to manually get that information and then put it somewhere else, correct?
Yeah.
It's not automated.
No.
But if we have a page now, if we have your Facebook group is very active.
Yeah.
If we have a page to join the group, like bariatric,
Right.
Is it rewrite.com?
Yeah.
bariatricrewrite.com/group, and we just focus on getting people to come in. So your social media content post, even your ad is join our Facebook group, join our Facebook group, join our Facebook group. That's essentially your lead magnet to get people to join your Facebook group. So they go from join the Facebook group, which is a landing page.
Yep.
Do you have that right now?
Nope, but we're gonna have to make that now.
Okay.
Like a landing page that then has like, how new are you to us? Do you want information on our programs? What's your thing? And then we also collect their email, which means we have that information.
Yep. So a landing page here.
Yep.
With a form.
Yep.
With a form. Now here's what I would do differently is on the next page, we're gonna have a survey. And then on the top, it's gonna say the group details has been sent to you. So on the top of the page, it says group details have been sent to you. And then you're gonna have a survey that answers your questions here.
Okay.
To determine who's
so
a sales qualified.
So we're not forcing them to fill out the survey.
No, you're not forcing them to fill out the survey.
Okay.
Because here we want their information. At least we want to get the lead data.
Okay, so that's just gonna ask for their name, email.
Yeah, what's your name, email, phone number, so that way we can send you the details on the group.
Okay, and so then they'll get the group, and then they'll be like, fill out this survey if you want help.
Yes, and then the group on the top, it'll say the group details have been sent to you. Fill out the survey so we can learn more about you. You can figure out the wording that makes sense of why, but you're gonna have them fill out the survey. The survey, this stage is already gonna identify the sales qualified lead. So you can find out in the stages. First stage is going to be lead. And then second stage is SQL, or a sales qualified lead.
Okay.
Because it seems to me like you're getting a lot of traffic right now, but not everybody's worth having a conversation with.
Agreed.
So if we tell Ashley, hey, the people you want to put attention to is SQLs. Now, if there's ever downtime and you don't have a lot of SQLs, then you can use this as a fallback. But the main focus is going to be SQLs. So now the stage is going to be lead. They inputted their name, email, phone number on any of your web pages. And then when they complete the form, that's when they become an SQL based on Daniel's
Would you agree
recommendations.
With that? Yeah?
Why not?
Okay. Just wonder if you had a little opinion or...
Do you have a disagreement, a concern?
What do you think?
No, not at all.
I think
that's what makes sense.
That tells us where Ashley gets to put her attention on.
Right.
Because right now it sounds like Ashley's putting her attention on anyone who messages in. Now, you can always update this.
Anybody who gets through Amanda.
Yes. Anyone who gets through Amanda. Anyone who books on her calendar. Anyone who books on Ashley's calendar. Now, is there a survey on her calendar?
There is another option. So they're either from application to sales, it's either book on calendars or say I'm not ready to book a call yet, but somebody text me. So they can request a text in that survey.
Okay, got it. So here, the opportunity is to identify how many sales qualified leads that you have.
And we have a workflow that I helped build out from the survey that tags leads and puts them on calendars and stuff that determines between who tried to book on Chenille, who booked on Ashley, and who just asked for texts and who said they weren't interested.
Okay.
So we have a workflow like that.
Now, what happens after they do a sales qualified lead? So what we're really doing in the stages is we're just documenting what your process is. We're not reinventing the wheel. We're just using HighLevel to document. So based on this part, you're not gonna get anything from me as far as like revamping so much, because we already discussed you can automate the onboarding with Ashley and Billy.
Okay, so
but it's how you can use HighLevel to accomplish this.
So lead that's when Amanda's or whoever the lead manager's texting them in a direct message. So I think we have to go from lead to messaging to actively messaging, which means that they're in active engagement.
Okay.
And then from active engagement to sales qualified lead that Amanda says, yes, these are qualified.
Can they do it by themselves?
Without the direct messaging? Not right now.
So
because they don't get the application until Amanda sent them the application.
Yeah, but he's saying if we have a buffer page that they're filling out first to even access what the group is. Now, granted, some people are just going to find our group and reference, but like that sheet, they're going to fill it out. They're going to get information on the program. They're still going to be queued in to answer questions to get into that Facebook page anyways. But they're going to fill out the survey. If they choose to fill out that survey, it's going to jump them up ahead. Amanda's still going to have to go in there. I mean, that's the question. Like, is that survey going to be a survey for Ashley, or is that going to be a survey for Amanda if they fill that out?
Amanda wouldn't be involved in this part.
Yeah, that would be Ashley.
Ashley wouldn't be involved. My bad. Okay. No, Ashley wouldn't be involved. This is because if you're going to run ads and you say, hey, lose weight, in one day you might get 250 people just putting their details.
So, okay.
And so it's Amanda.
So it's Amanda from there.
Survey gets filled out. That's when they get qualified sales. Then it would.
That's when technically Amanda could start the conversation with them in text message.
In GHL.
So out of survey, we determine from the survey that they're a sales qualified lead.
Correct.
Okay.
So if they say, no, I don't want help. I just want to join the group. I can't afford it. No, I don't want to book a call. Then they're disqualified.
Okay.
They're disqualified at least. All right. So landing page to join the group. So that means one of your ads can be join our Facebook group. Mm-hmm. That's all it is.
Yeah.
When they say join our Facebook group, you send them to this web page to join the Facebook group. They go to the web page, simple web page with a screenshot of what the Facebook group looks like, and fill out your details so that way we can send you the information to join the Facebook group. On the next page, they're going to fill out a survey. On the survey, you're going to ask them questions, which technically could be similar to the application.
You know what could be a good filter for this, babe? Is part of that survey or an automation in there is something along the lines of how long have you been following us?
Yeah, that's right now when they join the Facebook group. One of those 3 questions when they come in is, how new are you? I've been watching your reels for a while. I just stumbled across you, or I was referred by a friend, client, surgeon.
Because we'd rather those people that just stumbled across Chenille, we'd rather them be placed somewhere to mature. Like, go into the group, get to know us, and come back later. Because anybody that's just stumbled across us doesn't really, they don't convert.
That's called a marketing qualified lead.
Yeah.
Those people, we can determine who those people are. But those people are the people that don't get on the call right now, and they just go through a nurture campaign.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So yes, we can have a marketing campaign for a marketing qualified lead. I'm gonna create a to-do list here, at least. How long do we want to market to MQLs?
What's the maturity time frame? I mean, forever until they turn into a lead.
So here's what to do. For now, we can just have Glyza do a 52-week email campaign.
Yeah, we created a 30-day email campaign. Evie created the whole thing, gave it to Glyza, and Glyza just basically Evie said something to me this morning, was like, I've got to go in there and fix it. Like, I'm not sure if Glyza has any design experience. Like, it's just plopped in text. There's no organization to it.
Really?
Yeah, and so Evie's a lot more expensive than Glyza is. She's $50 an hour.
Right.
So we can look at looking at her strong suit, because
I think Glyza's strong suit is just tasks, you know, but she doesn't like, I don't think she can think outside of the box too well. There's this, here's an example. I've asked her to create under the contact column a place where I can enter their weight every time we talk to them, right? Over in the current CRM we use, we built this out very simple. I could put in their weight. I put in the weight and the date. I just type in 280 pounds, 9/1/25, right? So I said, can you do that? She's like, yeah, no problem. And then she made it so that you can only type in the weight. I can't type the fucking date in. And we've been going back and forth for a week on this. I'm like, I just need it to be freeform text in there. And this morning I had to get on a screen share and say, like, look, I need it to see how it looks here where I could type anything into that space. I could type a bunch of fucking characters in there, right? I need it to look like that. And I was so confused on how that was so challenging to figure out something that I feel like would take 2 seconds of a push of a button to be like, yeah, type in freeform text here, you know? Just little things like that. And I was telling Daniel, like, I was a little, I maybe she just hasn't been explained the longevity that we need help for, because I feel like maybe she does things slower because she's like, oh, once they're done with this to-do list, are they going to still need me? Like, once they're done with this transfer. But there's, like, a whole set of daily actions that need to take place that I'm doing now and other people on the team doing that need to get set up to her. But right now we're just trying to, like, set up.
We'll schedule a call, and we'll do a VA services audit with Dana.
Okay.
To make sure that it's working as intended.
Yeah, I just don't know, like, and I mean, maybe it's me. Daniel's the one who kind of oversees her. I got on Zoom with her this morning because she had some questions. And then that's when I shared my screen about that, and I was like, "This is what it's supposed to look like."
We'll solve it. We'll solve that.
Okay.
I'm not concerned about. We'll definitely solve that.
Okay.
Because something as simple as like what you just requested should be easily done. All right. Instead of 30-day, can you make it a year long?
Yeah, we can. We just built a 30-day one to start, but
Okay.
then we can definitely make that a year long.
Okay. So 52-week nurture sequence. Now the stages are: they generate lead, just name, email, and phone number. Once you get a lead, they complete the survey, and if they are a qualified lead, then they're going to go to sales qualified lead section. If they're not a qualified lead, what do you want them to do? We can just have them be marketing qualified lead. Okay. Which essentially means they're not qualified as of right now. Mm-hmm. Maybe in the future, by them receiving emails and text messages and value in the future, they can then fill out another survey and then go to sales qualified lead. So lead, sales qualified lead, marketing qualified lead. All right. Now, the next step is, so you're no longer dependent on this Facebook group data. You can still get it,
but it's not the where I'll be all.
Yes. The direct messages in active conversation. Is that what, right, Daniel?
Active conversation?
As one of the stages? Okay.
Yeah, I think what we need to do is know when it goes for a lead. From a lead, it gets in active conversation, active qualifying conversation. From there, after active conversation, it goes into it's sales qualified or sales not qualified.
So you want to have the active conversation be the determining factor for sales qualified lead?
I think so, yeah, it has to. That I think.
So wouldn't
well,
be
you're talking about because I don't think that the survey, the landing page is going to be, because you're not going to get rid of Amanda from the landing page, right?
It's not to get rid of Amanda.
No, but from the conversation.
With this, we're going to keep the conversation.
Okay, so after they fill out the survey, then they go to Amanda.
After they fill out the survey, they can then go to Amanda and start the conversation. So they'll have the Facebook group, email to them. So that's the Facebook group.
And what's on this survey?
The survey is the questionnaire that determines if they're a qualified lead, which is they need help, they can afford, and they want to book a call.
But then there's no need to have Amanda.
That might be something we discovered.
Because, we do all that. The conversation that happens first is to guide people along to feel that we do a shitty job of telling people what the bariatric rewrite does. Mm-hmm. Right? We don't, our clients that ask us about programs, they don't know what we do. They don't know anything about what we do. Okay. They just know Chanel's posts. They like the way that she talks. They like the group. They've maybe, if we're lucky, they've seen some posts from people that have been through the group and know what it's like.
Yeah.
So that conversation, that once the lead comes through, they've said the majority of time on that Facebook group, they've said, we don't know what you do. We have no idea what you do, but we'd love to find out more. right? That's one. The other one is like send the cavalry. But the majority of the one is we don't know what you're doing. So then Amanda takes over, or Chanel takes over. Hi, tell me more about your journey. And then we get into this conversation where we're building trust, right? We're building trust with them along the journey, finding out about them, empathizing with their situation, letting them know that we've been where they are right now and they're not alone. And it's all the same shit. We hear the same shit over and over and over again. But we'll always have to hold their hand. If you think about it like if you know anything about timeshare and timeshare marketing, think about it. These guys are like the OPC, the guys on the streets that get you onto a sales presentation.
Yeah.
If it was as easy as just giving a bunch of gifts to someone to give up an hour and a half of their time on vacation, they wouldn't need the folks on the strip.
For sure.
But they've got to build that relationship.
Yeah.
They've got to create trust, and it's very similar to this. So they're almost like the OPC version of the sales process. We've got to build trust, find a problem. I think we can help. Would you like some more information to go through an application?
Is it Chanel that they are speaking to?
There's
Is it set up as Chanel?
We don't set it up as Chanel. Sometimes they think it's Chanel.
Yeah.
The girls are they're advertising it themselves, right? It's just on Chanel's.
So is it when they're in your DMs, do they say, "Hey, I'm Amanda from Chanel's team," or it's "I'm Chanel"?
It depends. Sometimes if it's my voice in the message, the girls just kind of go with it.
Okay.
And then sometimes they'll say, "Hey, this is so and so."
Do you want
over
them
GHL? They'll identify it pretty easily.
Because here we can address your concern, Daniel, by doing this. After the survey, there's a video that is recorded from Chanel that explains what you guys do. So as soon as they join, they know exactly what you guys do. And then there's one more option underneath to ask them if they want us to reach out to them. So here's an example. Ad from or from post. Join my Facebook group. It goes to a web page. They see the web page. On the web page, it says put in your name, email, phone number for the Facebook group details. Automatically, an email is sent to them with the Facebook group data. The next page, it's automatic that says, hey, fill out this survey so that way we can learn more about you and how we can help you. They fill out the survey. When they fill out the survey and they complete the survey, they go to one more page that is a video from Chanel that says, hey, I'm Chanel. And to the customer, it doesn't even look like different pages. It looks like it's one steady process. Yeah. I'm Chanel. I run Bariatric Rewrite. This is what we do, and this is how we serve people. No pricing. This is how we serve people, and we've done it with hundreds of different people. If you're interested to learn more, down below there's an option. You can have my team text you, and we can have a conversation, or not text you, and then they can click the option, and that automatically starts in
a nurture campaign. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a nurture campaign. It just says, Amanda, you got a lead.
Okay,
and
if they've clicked it, they want to text. That's good, because then we get them out of Facebook Messenger and straight to text.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you can start the conversation. You can start the conversation with like an automatic text that says, hey, this is Amanda from Chanel's team. How are you? Wait for them to respond. And it happens instantaneously. Amanda just picks up the conversation when they reply.
Yeah.
So we're going to skip the Facebook group right here.
Okay.
They're still going to get the Facebook group. We're just going to have one more page. And that page specifically, what it does, it's a video. It's a video. And on this video, it's just a button underneath, a radio button.
Okay.
And it says, do you want us to text you? Yes or no? That's all.
Okay. I like that.
This is the filter of the beginning. This is your new beginning.
Okay.
All you got to do is just get 500,000 people to join your Facebook group. That's all you got to do, Chanel.
That's it. 500,000.
500,000.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Just get 500,000 people, because what happens, I mean, it's just bloated numbers, right? But the whole point is if we can think big as 500,000 people or 1 million people, all your efforts go into like join my Facebook group. But really what you're doing is you're setting up Amanda with a process of sales qualified leads at this stage. Well, leads in general for your business, sales qualified leads, and then opportunities with customers who already know what you do. So I address your concern there, Daniel.
Okay.
The video is there. Underneath is the text message. Is some type of opt-in that has them text. Now.
So are we on the survey? That's still going to be Amanda, the leads person, following up on them before they're booked with Ashley.
Yeah. Amanda follows up with them.
Okay, good.
Amanda follows up. You can choose to have a text message go out regardless of the answer. You can choose to only have leads that say yes, explicitly say yes, text me or talk to me about this program. But here's the thing, Chanel, you got to record a video that explains like, this is what we do. This is how long we've been doing it. You know, like 6 minutes long, 7 minutes long, just to get them to say like
that long.
Even 6 minutes long. Well, if they're going to watch the whole 6 minutes, they're pretty qualified.
And we can have that data, how long they viewed the video in JHR.
Yes. There's video tracking. So you can do like, if they watch 50% of it, do X as an automation, 75% do X, 100% do X.
Yeah, it would be something we'd need to record in a place like this.
Yeah, I mean, I can have you come here and record if you want, as a courtesy. The idea is, let's not create so many funnels. Let's have like one real solid funnel. And it sounds like to me, how many people you have in your Facebook group?
10,000.
It sounds like to me that Facebook group is where it all starts off.
It is.
So if we just build a strong automation. Now here's an example of what automation is going to look like here. Now I'm recording this, and this is all strategy. And the reason I'm recording this is so that we can take this back and work with the team. I'll give you the content here. This is the moment to ask me the questions, because there's a lot of intricacies. What I'm about to share with you, everything can be done with GoHighLevel. But my support team will be there for you. However, my support team doesn't know what conversation we had. So when I give you the footage, you may need to record a Loom video on top of the footage to say, Andy said this, can you guys show me how to do this, or talk to my team about this, all right? But now would be the best time for you to have that full context, so that way you can instruct your team moving forward.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there somebody we can get to do it for us? Because here's the thing, we have Glyza.
Yeah.
She ain't gonna be able to do this. And neither of us have time to sit down.
I don't have the time.
I'm running 2 other businesses. Chanel's with this business, which takes up all the time. We just don't have time to build this. That's the problem with GoHighLevel. If it was HubSpot, I'd have no fucking problem.
Yeah, or if it was Kajabi, I could pump it out myself.
No problem at all. But this is the most complex, convoluted, PhD level shit CRM I've ever seen in my life, right? And I'm sure it's gonna be worth it. I'm sure it's gonna be worth all the pain. Yeah. But we don't have time. We just don't have time. There's just
we're
not
at the
any
point where
time.
just, if I could pay someone to build this stuff out, Glyza is a task rabbit, but not a rabbit overseer.
Okay.
Again, not happy to pay someone to build all this out. Yeah. But we do not. Our time is too precious. We just don't have the ability.
No, because and the only reason I know Kajabi.
As you can see, we're working.
Yeah.
The only reason I know Kajabi is because I started my business there when I had a lot of motherfucking time, right? If I would have started on GoHighLevel, I would have learned the intricates over the years, right? So now I'm like, just with the stuff I have going on now, to think about, I already know that it's impossible for me to do it. Nobody in my fucking team's going to be able to know how to do it. I'd rather just pay someone to build that for us and then say, here, Glyza, now you manage it. It's been built.
The thing is, we don't want to get rid of Glyza either.
I don't want to
swap
get rid
her
of her
out because we've trained her so far.
We
can't lose that knowledge.
Yeah.
So she's not going anywhere, but she's not giving us what we need from that.
Fast enough. It won't be fast enough.
All right, let me go over the strategy, and then we can figure out implementation. Yeah. All right. I'm glad we're recording this so that way we can always go back to it.
Of course, and here's the thing: the good thing is it's because we're so successful that we don't have the time to do this shit, and that's a really good problem to have.
You got more money than time, rather than when you started, you had more time than money.
Exactly.
Right.
All right. So here, every stage has an action attached to it. Each action, therefore, technically can be automated inside of GoHighLevel. So the first action is, did they submit the form, yes or no? And when they put in their name, email, phone number, that's when we send out a text message. So the first automation here after the landing page is we're going to send out a email. And this email specifically is going to have a delay. You could have a delay of, let's say, 1 hour. The reason that you have a delay is because people on a mobile device, they put in their name, email, phone number. Once they get the email on their phone and it has the alert from Google, you received the email, they leave the funnel that we're trying to have them fill out, and they come back. And they don't come back.
Smart.
So we have a delay. And then here it'll say on the top of the webpage, I'm going to show you an example of of a different campaign. This is something for completely different, but I'm going to show you an example. GHLengine.com/749. I keep messing up. /749. Right there. So this is something completely different. I'm not trying to get people into a Facebook group here. However, the context is similar. Basic web page, name, email, phone number. When they put in the name, email, phone number, and they click join a Facebook group on your site, the next page at the top will say your resources have been sent, or your details to the Facebook group has been sent to this email here, which is their email that they input. And then down below will be the survey.
Okay.
That's how that works.
Makes sense.
Okay. Now, whoever's editing this, they're going to use custom fields at the top to make sure that the email shows up on the next page. All right. So we send an automatic email 1 hour after. 1 hour after. Then here, at the top, like I said, join the Facebook group. Details will be sent to you via email. They fill out the survey. And all it is just a survey piece at the bottom. Once they fill out the survey, they click complete on the survey. Then the next page is going to be Chenille, this has to be the video that solves your entire team's problems. So the challenges that Daniel shared, like the client doesn't know what you sell. It has to go towards the end of the cycle. Here, we'll know who's sales qualified, and then they have the option to start the sales process or not. You just got to be very appealing on getting people to say yes to the text.
Okay.
When they say yes to the text down here, an automation is going to take place from Amanda. Now, is it only... No, did you say there was another person? Let me see.
Ashley.
Amanda and Ashley. Ashley's sales, Amanda's lead manager right
now.
No, for just a lead manager. Oh, Ashley does DMs as well?
No, well...
we would rather her not. We'd rather her just be on the phone.
Okay. So, in the future, the first step of the automation is going to be assign the lead to a specific person, salesperson. And then after that, whoever it's assigned to, then the text message is going to come from that person. Okay. And then it's going to be now from a local business standpoint, I always suggest like having one number.
Yeah, we agree.
But okay, you want to do it one number? All right, perfect. So you're going to text them. The automation is to text the person, the name. Hey, this is Ashley from Bariatric Rewrite. I saw that you came into the webpage and that you wanted to have more information on how we can support you. And whatever the first question is, similar to what you do to DMs, whatever the first question is, so that way they can start responding. Yeah. Okay. Then as soon as the text goes out, or as soon as they get a response, that's when they'll alert Ashley. As soon as it gets a response.
Okay, so it's automated on the first one. Yep.
As soon as it gets a response. Because this is going to be in the ideal scenario with... How many leads are you getting today?
I mean, what are we defining as leads? Like
how many contacts? So if we go to your contacts,
I don't know because there's not many there. I don't know if anyone filled out the application today. They have a lot of DMs in the Facebook Messenger all day long, and then she sends them the application, and whether they fill it out.
So 9 contacts in the last day, and then in the last week, 62 contacts. Okay. So I don't know what the results are going to be with Sergio. I'm excited to see like you guys get overwhelmed. I'm excited to see like, yo, what the fuck, man? There's 62 people that just came in the last hour. You're like, right. So when that happens, the automation is going to be designed to text the person. When the person responds, then Ashley is notified. Okay. Or then Amanda's notified. And then Amanda and Ashley, they take on the conversation as they normally would, and they go back to the sales process. So the goal here is...
So are they going to need to have them fill out another application to get them on the phone then?
Is the application data different than what we took on the survey?
It might be.
If it's different, if it's more detailed, like what is your health goal, how much you weigh now, if it's that information, yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. And technically, that question could be on the calendar, by the way. So
right. I agree. And then, technically, it takes them to a calendar.
No application, calendar first, and then they choose a date, and then they fill out the question.
I like that better. Did you hear that, babe? Even for now, if we can change that process. They pick out a date on the calendar to talk, and then they fill out the application. So now they feel like they're committed to a time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
On the calendar, yep. So it's actually not going to be application. It's just going to be calendar.
Message Glazer right now to switch that arrangement.
Yeah, give me a sec.
All right. So this is the ad that you're running. Your job is to get as many people to the Facebook group as possible. So what that is going to look like with you and Sergio, it's going to be creating videos. I got a Facebook group, creating graphics, creatives, that Glazer or whoever creates the graphics.
Not Glazer.
Or yeah, you're right, not from designs. But when you create the graphics, you're going to create 12 to 15 at a time.
Yeah.
Okay? And then Sergio's going to put them in whatever your budget is, $100, for example. He'll split it amongst the different ads and see which ones work and which one doesn't. The ones that don't work, you delete, you disregard, and you can put another 12. Yep. So you're going to be putting any given month, you're going to be putting 25 to 30 different creatives every month for ads. Then your job is to get them to the Facebook group here. One more thing that you could do when we get there is you can give away something for free like you did. Or I think you gave away some freebies, right? A downloadable?
No, they got to pay for that.
Okay, they got to pay. Is there anything that you give away for free?
Watch our last replay of our workshop.
Okay. That could be something for free.
Yeah.
That will be given free, and then we'll invite them to the Facebook group. Okay. So for now, the stages are lead, sales qualified lead, marketing qualified lead, active conversation. Active conversation is going to be triggered automatically when they submit the name or the when they press the radio button that says, yes, I want to move forward with the conversation.
So just to interject, you said that you wanted that flow changed. We can't change that flow now because we don't automatically give them the application. I mean, they book time on your calendar during the application.
I know, so we're asking to switch it around.
From application to a calendar?
Yeah, calendar and then a survey.
It's on the calendar.
It's hard to do that with the questions that we've got in the calendar.
We already said we need to shorten them.
Yeah, so I'm not going to we need to look at it. I can't just message her and just...
You don't think she'll just figure it out?
No, she won't just figure it out.
Do you do L10s?
Do I do what?
L10s in the company? Do you follow?
No, we're not. No, we haven't been. I mean, we meet every Monday as a team.
Okay.
And talk about everything that's happening. I mean, I talk to everyone almost all day, every day. But L10s, no. Okay. My sales team could probably benefit, but we meet Monday as a whole organization on Monday.
Okay. Stages. What determines a lead is they put in the name, email, phone number. They know. So they put in the name, email, phone number. That's the automation that puts them into the lead stage. So when you have your dashboard and you want to see how well the business is performing, then it's when the lead comes in here based off of opting in on the first page. Sales qualified lead will be determined here if they fill in the form, and on the form, they say that they want help, they can afford, and they can book the call. Okay? So it would automatically come to here if they qualify on those parameters that you set. Automatically will show up here. Ashley's job is just to communicate with people who are here. Or to do outreach with people who are here. If she needs to follow up with people herself. Now, does she do outreach? Or do you want her to do outreach?
Like,
hey, there's a lead here, they didn't book a call, but you have spare time available. Do you want her to reach out? Okay, so this is who she will reach out to. Not these, not this group.
Amanda's going to reach out to those.
Yes.
Amanda's lead manager.
Leads. Yes.
Ashley's sales.
Amanda could reach out to, both of them, technically.
Yeah.
So they can reach out to those people. If they do not qualify for a sales call, they're going to go straight to here, marketing qualified lead. They will then be entered into a 52-week nurture email sequence. of 52 weeks of emails. So that way, all you're focusing on is getting new leads, while these people are taken care of on the social on the marketing side. These people, the sales qualified lead, are also going to get the 52-week email sequence. The only difference between these two is, do we want to reach out to them? That's what that means. Okay. Active conversation. What triggers active conversation is on the join Facebook funnel is if they say, yes, I watched the video and I want more information.
Yeah.
That puts them automatically in.
And then we start texting them.
Active conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you, my friend, you have confidence now to go to Sergio and say, fill this bitch up. Like as many people as possible, fill it up. Because
once this is built, absolutely.
Once this is built.
Now, we have to just figure out what we want to do with Amanda and Ashley, because I don't know how they fit.
Well, there's so much other stuff going on social media. My reels will always be on social media. They'll always be on that Facebook page.
Yeah.
There's always going to be DMs. There's going to be ways to market to the Facebook group that already exists. I mean, there's going to always be. There's going to be somebody who needs to monitor the social media. That will never go away. And
how does that fit? Do we have to have a different flow for that?
Sergio's going to run a campaign called Expanding Bubbles. Expanding Bubbles is when you take your social media, on your page, Facebook wants you to pay to play. So you'll take your organic content, put it on your page, or Ivan will do it, put it on your page, and you got to put money behind it. Yeah. When you put money behind it, you can start DM conversations. Many times they'll start DM conversations.
But where in this flow does that fit? Because right now this is people joining the groups.
Right.
Where does the rest of the flow come in where it's people that were just DMing? Because of
it goes back to the way that we already do it. They gather a couple pieces of information.
So we need
a
different pipeline. This is great for the Facebook group, but you've still got 20% that's not coming through that. Yeah. How does that fit? We have to figure.
That's where Ashley and Amanda exist, or Amanda.
It's still going to be the same stage. It's going to be the same stage because you can technically do active conversation if through the page, through the direct message. You can technically do when an inbound message comes in. So in the software.
But only on the business page.
Yeah, so
all of these messages are
only
coming
on the business page.
See, that's where it comes in. The messages are going to be coming in through the Facebook personal page.
Well, we're talking about running ads.
I'm talking about like just now.
Current.
Because like we have to look at this from a point of view of the organic content as well as ads, because we don't want to, the ads are accretive to the existing successful business.
So I would say then the conversation in the DM is to start the conversation in the DM, and then have them still join the Facebook group. Does it
go through the landing page?
Go through this automation, yeah.
Okay.
Because
that makes sense.
If you have a system, it's going to be too complex to try to have a bunch of
systems. No, I like that. We can do that, like, because then they can send the link to the landing page.
They could send the link. Yes, they can send the link to the landing page. Exactly, correct. So like, hey, join our Facebook group, and then what I would also invite. I'm thinking 2 steps ahead, and if it's too complex, let me know. If you're like, hey, let's focus on the basics, you can also have something for free on top of this, of why you want to have them fill in the information. Because if you're having a conversation on Facebook, they're gonna say, why did you just send me the Facebook group link directly? Why are you gonna have me go to this webpage? If you say, hey, I'm gonna give you the link to the Facebook group, but I'm also gonna give you access to this video training that Chanel did, or a workshop that she did on how she dropped 100 pounds or whatever the freebie is. Mm-hmm. This justifies the opt-in on a Facebook DM. Okay. On a Facebook DM.
So even if you're like, catch the last workshop we did, or like even if she's talking, I mean, there's
ebook.
Yeah, it's fucking lame.
What about the fix?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Is the fix tapering off?
No, we still make like a couple $100 a day on it.
We don't want to do that.
So it could be like you said, hey, we held a workshop last week. I'll give you that and give you the link to join the Facebook group. Go to bariatricrewrite.com/group. Just go grab it, and once you get it, you'll be able to get it. Once you get it, and what's really cool, Daniel, which I don't think is ready for this conversation, is you can use the affiliate manager system, and you can have a link per person. One for Ashley, one for Amanda. Goes to the same page, but it's tracking them. And then it allows you to assign commission to who did the conversion.
Okay, I like that.
But we can have, that's a whole other conversation because that takes a bunch of tech. But once the lead comes in on the social media, it'll track them through the journey that this sale came from a DM from Ashley.
Okay.
Okay, but we can discuss that on another meeting.
Okay, that makes sense.
So you'll have like bariatricrewrite.com/group-A for Ashley, and then a group-B for Amanda. Same link. It looks like the same, and then it just tracks tracks back to them.
So this is a good funnel.
All right. So DM, join the Facebook group, get something for free, plus join the group. So get the workshop, whatever free. That's gonna justify the
How
DM.
about we just do like a free call? That's a joke.
The thing about the call, if it's really that many leads that you're gonna be getting,
She's joking.
oh, you were joking. Oh, okay.
Just a trial, like a free coaching trial.
Yeah, like an hour with you.
Yeah, an hour long call with me.
There's nothing else for you to be doing right now.
You have 60 calendar appointments.
Oh, can you imagine?
Then from the stages, lead, sales qualified lead, marketing qualified lead, active conversation. Active conversation is triggered by, yes, I want more information.
Yeah.
And a DM on the direct message.
Yeah.
Okay. Inside of the automation, inside of the workflow, you click start from scratch.
Mm-hmm. I've built workflows out.
Okay.
But I'm not going to build anymore.
you're done with building. You're done with building workflows. Yeah. So when you have a message, I forgot what the fuck is it? Oh, customer replied. Customer replied, and then the filter is from the channel, Facebook Messenger or Instagram DM. Instant active conversation.
Perfect.
Okay. So,
all right.
Back to the $1 million question. Who's going to build this
All
out?
the way through to payment and reporting. And the pipeline wire value and all that kind of stuff. We need a GoHighLevel expert on staff to build this shit out.
Well,
not a VA in Philippines.
Well,
we need someone who can get this shit.
I think I can get you that person. So if it's not Glazer, it's totally fine. I can get you that person.
It's not Glazer.
It's 1,000%
100% it's not Glazer. It's not Glazer.
Well, now we know. Right? Now we know.
She'll maintain it. She'll maintain it. She'll take care of it.
Just don't ask her to think about anything.
Her build it.
Yeah. Any questions on here? Any questions on this process?
So this just gets through to active conversation, then we've got to get through to close.
Which is already what we've gone on. And Glaze is currently working on some parts that, so, even if we can, pay a cost to someone to just get this shit done in a fucking week, all of these bits done for us.
It's not a week long.
Is it how long?
It's not a week. This is for a team. This might take 3 to 4 weeks.
Ugh.
Really? See, that's what I'm saying about GHL being some fucking BHD level shit. I could build that in HubSpot in like 3 days, or by myself, taking 3 hours a day. Not to sound like a dick, but I know what I did sound like a dick, but that's not what I meant to sound like.
The thing about high level is that you gotta test. You gotta test. It's like building. It is complex, but it is one of the apps that like. You don't, because outside of high level, you got to do the same thing. You got to test because you're going to have a bunch of Zapier being connected. So if you use HubSpot, there's portions of it that you can do in HubSpot.
Depends on if you've got enterprise level account, right?
Right.
You're paying enough there, but I still think I can't see 4 weeks worth of work for a team here, man. Unless I'm asking a developer to go in there and actually write code. Because
you're writing a year's worth of copy on here just for the marketing qualified leads. Then so if we look at the steps.
Oh, if we're not talking about if you don't build we can build the content out. Yeah, we're not asking anybody to build the content.
I was talking about the whole entire project.
No, we don't build the content out. We've got the content.
Yeah.
We know what the emails need to be, but just building out the technical flow of it, the foundational technical aspects of the whole thing. Like this is how the flow. This is the flow. It's working. We just need to plug in the emails. We plug in the questionnaire. Like we know what the questions are. We can provide all of the things that a creative team would necessarily do. We've got all of that. We just need the technical side of GHL to work. Like, it's almost like, this is the custom engine that we need built.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You build the engine. I'm going to provide the oil and the gasoline to make it work, right? You've just got to make sure that the engine runs.
If we didn't do the onboarding automations, we didn't do the onboarding automations, and there's still some stages missing.
Yeah.
The stages that are missing, like that, if you sent the payment, that should be a stage.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because they're talking to their spouse. So you want to know who you sent the invoice to, and then the people who did pay, and then the people who are transferring to onboarding. So we still got to add those stages, so that we have the holistic view of sales and marketing.
Yeah.
And then if you sent the invoice, you want to have automations that send out text messages and emails to say, hey, come back, purchase, don't forget. I'm super excited to have you be a part of this. And then you'll have like a video from Chanel that says, hey, I saw that my team sent you the link a couple of days ago. I hope you find value. Actually, I just want to share with you what's included when you join this program, like your Chanel's reseller versus Amanda.
Right.
So you want to add those in the back end, where it just makes Amanda's job so easy to convert people. We haven't gotten there yet.
Right.
So I anticipate realistically, it's going to take you, I think it's going to take you 2 months to have the sales, marketing, onboarding built out, tested, and tweaked. You're going to tweak it. I do, from this conversation.
2 months.
Yeah.
We don't have 2 months. We don't have 2 months. We're launching ads in October. We have weeks to get all of this done. Like, I mean, to be honest, Andy, if we'd have known that GHL was this complex, we would never have gone down this path, ever.
I mean, we would eventually have had to figure something out.
We'd have gone HubSpot or Salesforce, or Zoho, or one of the other like mainstream ones, right? But is it? Because the amount of money that we're going to have to pump into GHL to get it where it is could easily offset the cost of going with one of the larger, more mainstream CRMs that does not require us to hire an outside team to build, right? Now, I'm not. We've already committed to GHL.
Yeah, we're here.
So we're here. So, but the thing is, this taking 2 months is not something that can work for our business.
Yeah, how do we speed that up?
Yeah, this needs to happen in weeks, at the max.
Onboarding.
And the whole thing, build it out.
We haven't talked about onboarding yet. So are you thinking onboarding itself?
Everything, the whole thing.
I think, what I know that we're capable of managing and already okay at is onboarding, fulfillment. Those things are things we've been doing for years. We know how to run that cycle right now. Like if we had to prioritize, that would go at the bottom of the barrel because we know what we're doing, right? Easy enough. But the joining the Facebook group landing page, the stages, automating that stuff to prepare for the Facebook ads, that would be to me the biggest priority.
How much are you gonna put in ads?
Like $5,000 for the first month.
$5,000 for the first month.
We spent like $5,000 to shoot videos for it.
How many leads do you have in all the? Did you move them all into Progreda?
There's like 7,500 leads on.
Okay.
Or on Kajabi.
7,500 leads.
Plus this, really?
No, plus what's ever in here. I think.
Really?
I think.
Another 7,500 in Kajabi.
I think that's total.
It's about because 7,500 sounds about what we've got.
Because the leads are gonna make it cheaper. Like it can. I mean, I can't predict right with Facebook, but I know that technically speaking, it will be a lot easier if you already have leads because Sergio will do a lookalike audience.
Yeah.
And then it'll just make your $5,000 more worthwhile and cheaper for cost per lead.
Right.
I'm just trying to gauge like how many people are gonna go through this and what do we need to set it up for? Do we need to set it up for 1,000 people is gonna go through this in the first 2 weeks?
I think that's the question that nobody knows.
Yeah.
I think you only got to look at what we currently generate. Mm-hmm. So if we take a lot of the sand out of the machine that we've purposely put in there, that's preventing, some people from joining up. 80 to 100 a day organically.
80 to 100 today organically right now.
Organically, without. So now let's take
You're talking about like 2,000 to 3,000
at least
a month. Yeah, that's organic, and then plus
plus what we do. And now we're going to put pour fire on it. We're looking at. I mean, here's the thing, Andy. There is nobody else advertising on Facebook.
Jessica Lawson is.
Yeah, but did you see it?
I've seen the ads.
Yeah, when Sergio did the search, there was. Nothing.
Yeah, well, it didn't come up there, but they've come up.
All right, so there's one other person who has I wouldn't even consider to be competition. No. That's advertising. Chanel's got a presence, and it's going to be. I see this as being nothing but hugely successful, and so we're going to have this exponential increase in lead flow.
Yeah,
and the investment that we're making in the advertising, and we have to get it now because we're getting into busy season. The holiday season is our fucking season, so we can't 2, 3 months, 4 months to build this out. It has to be weeks, because otherwise we're going to lose this will have a destructive impact on revenue if it's not built, because we can't go to market during the busiest season of the year for us.
All right, so priority then, like what you mentioned, is not the onboarding right now.
No.
Priority would be
that process.
This process here, streamlining it so that way you don't have to hire more staff to manage the lead flow.
Yeah.
You would just put more people through this entire process here. You would just put people through this entire process here.
And assuming that works. Because you're right, we're going to have to test it. If this doesn't work and we see it having, see a big fall off in leads, then we're going to have to revamp it as well. So that's one of the things I think is just very important, that we find the right people that can manage the CRM, because we understand how important it is to have a good CRM.
Yeah.
We can't run our business without it.
Yeah.
We could, but we wouldn't know what the fuck we're doing, right?
What is the upside once you turn on ads? It's working effectively. What do you envision the upside is, as far as revenue?
More revenue.
Do you have a number in mind?
If we get to like
50 clients a month.
50 to 60 clients a month, so we want to be doing
That's 150?
We want to be 150 to 170 a month. So the goal is to be on track to do like 1.5 next year. Mm-hmm. Which tracks. When
I talked to you a couple of weeks ago, I was like, I can see it. Like it's 6 figures. After we did our coaching with Alan, I was like, yeah, you're for sure a 6-figure.
Well, this year it wouldn't be surprising if you do like 7.
Yeah.
Per month.
Oh yeah, per month. Yeah, it's easily.
We did 61,000 this last month, but we also had a workshop we pushed. The workshop drops our sales because everybody waits.
Oh, dude, then we're talking about a $40,000 ads plus automations.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 6-figure a month.
Easy, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Plus, then there's the add-ons and the upsells that we haven't even thought about yet. So
look, Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about potentially managing it. I haven't done this myself in like 2019, I think. Since 2019. Everything else has been like, go to my team. But I'm sure that I can launch. I think what we got to look at though is not just the sales and marketing, is also the onboarding.
Yeah, it's all part of it.
Because what I'm hearing is if she's clogged up in this, if this is working well, then now she's bottlenecking here. She's
she's doing okay. She's actually spending more time trying to help Amanda out in the DMs. That's where she gets caught.
Is she full time or 40? Is it 50 hours?
Both of them are full time.
40?
They're working 60 hours a week.
60?
Mm-hmm. And they're getting paid for 40.
Okay.
Yeah, like their base pay is for 40 hours. They're doing more because it's just so like. They basically came to me this weekend and begged and pleaded I hired a second person so that Amanda could have one day off.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why they feel obligated to work so hard.
I believe in it.
But yeah, and so
are they previous students?
No, we hired them out of our community.
Oh, out of the the community, they're not.
Not the client.
Not the client.
No, not them. No.
Both said that they would have loved to have joined the group, but they couldn't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But then we put them through the group as part of
their
training.
Yeah.
Yeah, as part. Well, you have to live. You have to know exactly what it is. So we put them through and expect them to do exactly the same as we expect from a client.
Yeah.
So here's what is possible, Daniel, is our company can take on the whole thing from start to finish. Realistically, to work simultaneously together, I'm gonna need to hire more staff, but we got to work together as a team. And I think where the speed of efficiency takes place is like, it's Monday through Friday. It's a weekday thing. So we have in a month, we have 20 working days. We can dissect portions of the project and say what's priority, and say this month we're focusing on sales, and then next month we're focusing on onboarding.
Yeah.
The challenge that I foresee to be able to do it in 4 weeks is the iterations, because it doesn't take too long to build out the first iteration. It's when we go through the process and it's built, it's like, you know what? I think my customers would have a different experience if we tweak this or tweak that automation. And that's when we're in the revision stages. And that's why I gauge a month or 2 months, because the hundreds of projects that we've had, we can hypothesize it's going to take a week. And then it's like, well, I need this to change. But the request came out on a Friday. That's 2 days on the weekend. That's a dead days. And then we start back on Monday. And then it takes 2 days for us to revise whatever the automations are, even if it's 2 or 3 people. And then you see it on the next Wednesday. And that's just like for some tweaks. That's the realistic time frame. So I'm sharing with you realistic time frames. But I like what you just say, where you say like, hey, we can prioritize this portion and then transition to this portion. And then we can even build this in parts rather than all.
We already have a 30-day built out.
Yeah.
So we already have a 30-day campaign built up. So we can start with that. And then that's something I think we can just offset to Evie to create the content.
Who's Evia?
Evie, she's one of our coaches in the UK.
Okay.
She's also a graphic design professional. She did
Super
our website.
Creative. She's building my website for one of my companies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I were to get involved, it would be creating like a version 1.5. Version 1 is what we create. 0.5 is the iterations that you design. Version 2 is like after you test out people, like when you're building an app. So version 1 is like, all right, everything is created based on our conversation. Version 1.5 is, all right, look, I want you guys to tweak this. I want you to tweak that. I want you to tweak this. Version 2 is we put people through it and we saw the fall offs or we saw where it didn't work, and then we revised it. Right. That's version 2. And
I can dedicate, I mean, if we talk about, if we want to get together physically like once a week, like I can dedicate a day in your office. I can dedicate a specific day in the computer where I'm only focused on this, and I clear my calendar for everything else. Or even 2 days, because it's that important.
Yeah, this is
like, so how much you need me, just tell me. I mean, I need 3 days a week for other things.
I got to talk to the team about this. But my intention was to give you guys the playbook, right?
Yeah, I want to play. Yeah, you keep the playbook.
There's value in the playbook, man.
I love the fucking playbook. I love reading the playbook. I don't want to execute the playbook.
Okay. I'm gonna give you the video. You guys can take it to Glyza, your team.
Yeah, it'd be like Glyza. Watch that. That's exactly what it'd be.
We should make sure Glyza does not get this video. She watches the Zoom or the AI recap of this video.
Yeah, no, we do not want to show the AI recap where we're talking about Glyza. This stays here. Well, this is the circle of trust.
From a training perspective, there's actually value in like giving her the honest truth. Yeah, like, dude, you gotta understand, you won't have a future here or future anywhere if you can't. There's a training that we have called Level 4, which is like you gotta be not a task completer. Mm-hmm. You gotta be an overseer of task completers and use AI to maximize your output. Yeah, that's the future that I see for VAs in general, and we're embarking on that journey. Based on what you just shared, which is why we want Glyza to go to these calls, these bi-weekly calls, is because you're gonna start to see a shift. But the thing is, you gotta have like a bare minimum to get in, and then based on what you're sharing with me, it's not it, and we'll definitely find it. Yeah.
We definitely do not want to let her go.
I don't want to let her go.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
I don't want to let her go. No. I just think that she's got. I mean, I think we're asking a lot of one person.
Maybe we have to augment her with somebody who's with different experience and much better levels.
If she can understand a lot of this flow and understanding.
I think she can. When I talked to her this morning and took her through the flow I created, she got it pretty quickly. She just had a couple of little tiny questions. And she's been working on it this morning. She's been working on the
It's the onboarding flow. So the onboarding flow is pretty much built out.
Okay.
No, it's not. She just started today, so let's not pretend she got.
We've got the idea.
Okay.
I mean the framework.
She was working on the payment links and what that automation was after they paid. She was asking earlier about the content for the welcome email, so I know she was building those parts out.
Okay.
Yeah. And she asked you for the questionnaire, which we provided to her.
Did you provide it to her?
Mm-hmm. Ashley sent it to
You
her.
found it.
I actually have it.
So look, guys. There's still some stages missing. We can discuss that another time. It sounds like, I can take this on. It's gonna be a 5-figure ticket though. I want to share with you ahead of time. If you want us to take this on,
to build all that fast.
I'm changing up my staff.
Right.
Okay. My company is designed to give you the AI notes. We sell this as software. We focus on just selling the software and empowering our users to use the software. So taking all these recordings, give it all to you.
Do you think that it's smarter for us to not have Sergio run these ads right away in October until this is built out? Our best month is always been December. But I mean, we have 2 years to work on this, and that's not like not 2 years to work on this, but 2 years to history, which isn't the best.
I know, but there's a trend. There's directionally accurate data in it. The holidays, the hardest times. After the holidays, we don't want to miss this.
Yeah.
Like
on your P&L, there's a trend. Here's
the thing. I'd like to know how. I know you're changing staff and stuff, but again, to me, I'm going to sound like a dick again, right? Just warning you, because that's just a part of my personality. GHL is a platform, a fully customizable platform.
Yeah.
It's complex as fuck, but it's fully customizable platform.
Yeah.
I don't see how it takes that long, how it takes 5 figures to build that. I don't.
Okay.
I'm building a SaaS company right now, and it doesn't even cost me anywhere near that. Like, I built an entire SaaS company in 2 months from scratch, right? With a product that's going to launch in September in a very complex, highly regulated environment, right? Mm-hmm. I just don't get it, man. Like, what am I missing about GHL that makes it so complex?
It's not that GHL is the complex. It's the why would it be 5 figures is the time involvement. So here's what the journey is probably going to look like. We're going to meet on Zoom calls. We're going to dissect this, and we're going to turn the AI notes into actionable steps. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to have to create a checklist of what this whole entire journey looks like. Okay. Then on top of that, you're going to meet with a project manager. That project manager oversees all the VAs who are actually fulfilling on this. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, yes, I understand that you can chip in with content here, content there. I'm looking at it if we're taking the whole thing. When we have an automation specialist. The automation specialist is not the designer. Mm-hmm. Their brain thinks, which is I'm actually thinking that Glyza is like more of an automation, but I don't know her workload.
That would probably like sound pretty more accurate.
Because what we found is the automation specialist, they think in steps and triggers and workflows and actions. They cannot design anything for shit, right? So you have the automation specialist. Now to accomplish this in the time frame that you're talking about, let's just say this was 30 days. You're going to need 2 automation specialists on here. Then you're going to need the designer. The designer, today we're starting to trickle in with AI, but typically the process is a graphic designer designs the landing page, and then the designer goes ahead and fulfills and puts all the blocks together.
Can we just use Evie for that?
We have Evie.
Yeah. Then
she's built out our website.
We don't want any other designer. We want to use our own.
Evie.
Yeah, we'll keep our own.
And she's very quick. I mean, her and Glazer are talking every day.
Then after that, the graphic designer creates the graphics, so that could take a day, for example. Then the designer goes ahead and creates it. Now, when the designer goes ahead and creates it, that's a whole different person. It's not the same person as the automation specialist. Mm-hmm. Then when they go ahead and create it, then they go to quality assurance. Quality assurance is a back-end team that don't meet with clients. They're based out of Pakistan. We call them the Ghost team. They go in and they go verify that everything is working as intended. Then we put people through testing. So then we do the test to make sure that it works.
Yeah.
And then we find out what doesn't work, and then we just do it all again.
Right.
So that's essentially what the process is.
Well, think about the workshop for a second, Daniel. The fucking shitstorm fire that was. Because I don't think...
But I was able to fix it myself with no knowledge of GHL and be able to, within a couple of minutes.
Right,
Yeah.
Right. So all it takes is just a certain level of intelligence and ability to think through a process. Right. Like, I could do it. I mean, I could figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a designer. I'd have to get Avians to do the design. I mean, I could figure it out.
Well, there's templates too. Yes.
Yeah, but it's just time.
And that's what...
where it's like, it's time is money.
That's where you're compressing. Because right now you're compressing time because it's going to be like the way we design it is like, hey, we can plug in a VA. You work with the VA, and it does take some time. I give you the strategy in the scenario, and you work with the VA to go ahead and implement it. With all the tools, the recording, and so on and so forth, and it just takes time. But now you want to compress it. We're essentially still going to take 6 weeks of time and then compress it into
3.
Into a shorter period of time, not including the quality assurance or testing. Quality assurance is when, or testing is when we go ahead and see, does everything work as intended? And that's what should have been done on the workshop.
Yeah. Whatever testing she did was very minimal because we ran into automations going out without the proper information. Remember, we ran into people not getting the link because she had different tags that were over tagging each other.
Mm-hmm.
There was all these little nuances to it that, I mean, I know you fixed them, but even though you fixed them, it didn't take away from the initial problem. Mm-hmm. Just because, no, we couldn't reset. We were blocked from sending any more fucking text messages the rest of that day.
And you like, would I call you a Briton? Is that?
No, he's from Australia.
What the? Oh, wait. Why, man? Okay.
English.
Okay. English. Okay. All right. Well, you be a dick. Can I be a dick too?
Yeah.
The hardest part in this process is not even getting my team to fulfill it. It's training the client. It's training you on how all the intricacies work. So the hardest part is not even on the fulfillment of this because we can set it up and then we can give it to you. But then when you look at it, you're like, okay, how does it work? Mm-hmm. And then that's where in the Zoom calls of like, okay, let me show you what happens here. And then we tweak it because it's like, I don't want that tag. I want a different tag. Mm-hmm. Or I want this to be done differently, whatever the automation is. It could be a workshop or the text message or the email.
I think if we plan and project manage it out correctly before anybody touches anything.
Yep.
And we go stage by stage, then we can speed it up without having to worry about any rebuilds afterwards. Right?
Potentially. It's not until I've done so many of these. It's just that when you see it live and you go through it is when I found that the entrepreneur has a different idea, a new idea of what needs to be created.
Right.
I've just seen it so many times where like it could be Chanel like, yo, I just thought of something new.
Yeah.
That's why I share with you realistic timelines, because yes, can this quickly be done and botched together in a week? Without a doubt. But if I'm gonna put money, $5,000 in towards Facebook ads and I'm gonna stamp my name on it, my company's name on it, I wouldn't tell you it's gonna be done in a week.
Yeah, I just budget wise, I don't see where that 5 figures is gonna come from, love. I mean, I have to put the app back on the back burner.
Right.
And that's something that we absolutely need. We've got 5 figures going out on Facebook ads. Right. So it's just,
I would say, what is the number one piece that we want to look at?
The Facebook group part.
This part right here.
Yeah, the lead generation part.
So I would say if Glyza can stop working on anything, and well, you're running ads in a month, right?
Yeah.
In a month, if we just set this this up, just this up, and
I mean that's an afternoon.
You think so?
Well, to set the landing page up, the survey, and the text name automation.
Why don't you do it this afternoon?
Well, like, what is it? It's a landing page.
So a landing page
with the cron job on the email going out a year later.
A landing page
moves them to the survey, which is on GoHighLevel.
Yep.
Which is really intuitive to build.
Yep.
Right?
and it's not that's not too complex. And then the video sales letter.
I mean, I've set out the survey with the video thing, and I've set out I've already built the automation in the survey, an automation that goes from a certain question to a video of Chanel.
And then the automations. So it's possible.
And the stages of lead, SQ lead.
SQ. Sales qualified lead. Whenever you build something at high level, it's important just to test. Okay.
Fucking right.
I mean, okay. Not even just high level. Like even when I did stuff in Kajabi, I was a Kajabi hero.
Yeah.
Kajabi brought me out to their headquarters. Yeah. I did a bunch of stuff with Kajabi before high level was a thing. Even with Kajabi, you still want to test.
Let me ask you, why did you decide to represent GoHighLevel rather than ClickFunnels?
Before high level, I was with a company called Keep. Keep was formerly known as Infusionsoft.
Oh yeah, I remember
Infusionsoft. They changed their name in 2019. I was in the middle of a deal with Keep, and they held off on a contract. And the reason they held off on the contract is to change their name to Keep. I met with the CEO. I was an affiliate for them. I was bringing them hundreds of customers through webinars. And then the CEO said, I'll give you equity if you decide to come with us full time. I just learned about high level, and he caught wind that I was going to leave and go to high level. Then when I moved over to high level, I saw an opportunity to go ahead and sell high level. And my vision with high level is to be the first one to sell or build $100 million in recurring revenue with high level. So I went to the CEO of high level, Sean, and I said, that's what my vision is. That's what my plan is. I'm going to start off with my own, and then I'm going to consult other people inside of your ecosystem, and then I'm going to acquire them. And he said, let's do it. So that's why I'm with high level.
Okay. How long have you been with them now?
21.
Yeah.
So 4 years.
Okay. Yeah. So why, other than the opportunity for you to build out $100 million in recurring revenue, what makes a GoHighLevel stand out amongst the other CRMs? Because I'm still not convinced.
Oh, the tech, the tech.
Yeah, I mean, even Lo said this to me, Danielle. Lo said that they went over to GoHighLevel too.
The tech.
She said it was confusing.
Before high level, when I was doing stuff in Kajabi, ClickFunnels, we did stuff in Kajabi, ClickFunnels, Shopify, all those, MailChimp. It was hard to scale a business, and the reason why.
Angel Fire?
Never heard of it.
She's just fucking.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that website?
Angel Fire.
You used to be able to make websites on it.
Did you?
It's like 20 years
Never
ago.
heard of it.
20. Okay, Chanel.
It was like before
20 years ago.
GoDaddy existed.
I wasn't there 20 years ago. The tech was so complex before. If you think this is complex, yes. Yeah. But as a marketing agency, I would have to build. I used to do ClickFunnels, funnels, and then connect it to Zapier with to Kajabi for the course. And then we'll use MailChimp for this, and then we'll use Shopify for the store for clients. Yeah. And then we'd have to connect it all with Zaps. Yeah. And then what happens is the Zaps will break.
Ugh, yeah. I know.
ClickFunnels will update their API, Zaps broken.
Zaps, yep.
And then now the client is like, hey, you guys messed up my thing. And we're like, no, it's just ClickFunnels updated their thing.
So this is an all-in-one solution.
All in one. And on top of that, Jano, I had to hire ClickFunnels people, work with Kajabi people, and then it was a shit show back then. I remember in 2021, I looked at my P&L, 60 freelancers that I had, because you have the ClickFunnels person, then you have the Kajabi person, and then you have the MailChimp person, and then you have the automation specialist with the Zapier to connect it all together. It was a shit show. Yeah. And when you're like, hey, cancel all those subscriptions, just use one. It's all, you don't even need them. Just use one software. And that's when it's like, okay, the reason it's complex is because there's so many of these additional softwares that you should just be one thing. ClickFunnels, just a funnel builder. You know, Kajabi, just the courses. This was before Kajabi had landing pages, just the courses. And then now you're just like, it's all in one. And they all talk to each other, so they don't, the active breaking is not taking place.
Okay. All right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I was just curious. Yeah.
Well, so we just got to figure out how we want to do this.
Well, we need to get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really have a choice. We're not going to swap. We're not going to go to a different CRM.
No, I knew that.
Right. So don't. I mean,
if we look at what is the most important, the cost-effective way is, yes, let's do the Facebook group. Yeah. Have guys that work on that now, and if we need additional support, I think it's important that we do the VA audit, because we have resources for Eliza in our company. We have trainings for her. We have coaching for her every 2 weeks, and then we have our support team. So if we can identify like what is missing, I'm sure we can find a resource that is available to support.
Random question. When I interviewed Glazer, there was 2 other people. If we were to just bring on one of those other people, do we get to buy it? Would we just go into paying that monthly $500 cost and their cost, or would I have to?
I'll make it work where you don't pay anything extra to us.
Okay.
So you just have to pay them directly.
So why don't we just hire another one of them?
If they're available, I don't see why not.
Ask Dana if they are.
Yeah.
It was the little fella.
So if Glyza's more on the
There was a
automation,
guy as
It was
well.
a girl.
There was a guy and a girl. As
No,
two.
they were all girls.
No. I don't listen to a fucking word she says.
I'm curious, like which one is it? Because sometimes you see a girl and it's like, it's not a girl, but
I think you were
Gay little
trans, so
fella.
you're being very rude.
It was not
Daniel, how could you?
transphobic.
So if Glyza's automation's focused, then we can
And
get you.
the one that I think was a girl that you think was a boy, that one had a more graphic design background.
Exactly, which was a guy because he had his grandma living with him.
So
Him.
what?
And he was saying, I'm a dude. That's exactly what he said. Just like that, I'm a dude.
He did not say
He
that.
said, don't mistake me for a girl because some people do on Zoom.
Oh,
I'm a dude.
that's very specific.
I don't know why he said it. It was out of the blue. But he said it nonetheless.
Is that a realistic proper next stage?
Yes.
Let's get
do
a design focused, out of the box thinker.
Yeah.
VA who likes working really fucking hard.
And make sure that Glyza goes to the trainings.
Yes.
I've already said something to her.
Okay.
And what if we give them like a initiative or a bonus to get this shit done on time?
And works. So here's what we do. How about this?
They work the weekends.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. We hire another VA.
Mm-hmm.
We also engage with you and your team.
Mm-hmm.
And we hire this other VA and we bring the cost down so we can bring the cost down and we're not using all of your resources like on a full-time basis for the next 4 months, 4 weeks.
I'm confused. What do you mean?
So basically I'm just trying to think of a way to offset some of the cost.
Well, we
Of
bring
just-
hire another VA, which won't be that much.
Right. So that's what I
That'll
mean.
be
If we
like
hire another VA,
$1,200 a month.
we're not
or
going to have
also
to rely on
16,
your team as much to get this done, right?
Well, I mean, we're talking one person versus what he was probably going to bring like 10. So
Yeah, it's probably gonna be like 6 people, but
All right. So, all right. Maybe we do need.
like it actually adds more complexities. It doesn't help.
does. Oh, it doesn't help.
It doesn't help because the way that they meet and the way that they work together, it's just gonna add more complexities when they have your meetings and their meetings, all of the softwares that we use to get projects moving forward, our ClickUp. We already have a list of people.
So we just hire somebody else, and we pay them time and a half to work on the weekends and get this done. Give them tell them if you can have this done and executed by October 1st, and it's working flawlessly, we will give you a bonus.
I like a fat bonus.
Yeah.
One thing that I saw that they do in real estate and project management is like if you get it done, for example, successfully on October 1st, I give you $500 or $1,000, whatever. You get it done within a week after, you get $500.
Yeah.
You know, and you keep on going half until
There's nothing
Right.
left.
there's nothing left. So like you can choose when you want to get it done, and realistically,
So you're saying that just basically hire this other VA and try and have 2 VAs do this and not engage with.
our team is going to be there for technical support.
Yeah, they're still there for tech support
We're
when things don't work.
yeah, we're there for technical support.
So we tell them, listen, we need this done by the 1st. And if you can work the weekends, we're going to pay you for that extra. This needs to be done. If it's done by this date, this is what you get.
And they can submit a ticket to our team and say, hey, look, this is what I'm trying to accomplish. Now, mind you, remember, I know I'm the one telling you this other strategy, but my team does not know what we talked about.
Yeah.
So whoever the
You have to be
VA
very
is
specific.
has to be specific and be like, this is what I'm trying to do. Can you just oversee this and check this out? And they'll be like, yeah, sure. Let me go into the workflow and let me go double check. So like there is that double
Yeah. So
quality assurance there.
Yeah.
yeah.
And so the AI recordings of this is going to lay out what our strategy is, right?
Yeah, all of this is being recorded.
Perfect.
You know what? If you don't want to use ChatGPT, you can use AskJeeves.com.
Ask Jeeves is great.
Okay. I remember that one. All right, I remember that one. That one I remember.
Is still around.
Yeah.
It's still around.
Why are you using Facebook if you could just use MySpace?
Exactly. Right? Exactly. Exactly.
I'd buy the shit out of MySpace if I could.
So this is what we have so far. The only last two, and I know we're pressed on time, the only last two that we have is what happens post conversation. So far, I would write down, based on what I understand of the process, is invoice sent.
Yeah, invoice sent or disqualified with a follow-up if necessary, disqualified for finances, check again in 3 months. Right?
So you're basically, this gets rid of, yeah, all right. So we're not going to be doing the pass off to a salesperson on this one. It's just going to be the same person taking it all the way through after this Facebook stage, yeah? Okay. So we're going to put Amanda on this and teach her how to sell?
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
That's more of a people issue versus
yeah, it's a people issue, yeah.
Which is not a bad thing. We're gonna have a ton of issues throughout the scaling of this business. Yeah. So you have close one, they paid, close lost, they're not doing the deal, or you have closed abandoned.
Yep.
And then this is it.
How do you define abandoned?
You can they depend on your company. They don't respond to you after 30 days.
Okay.
So yes, I'm gonna buy. All right, I'm gonna send you an invoice. I gotta talk to my spouse, and I follow up with you for 30 days. You don't respond at all.
And can they move through the pipeline automatically?
Technically, yes.
Through the stages, yeah.
Yeah. Lead is triggered by the opt-in on this landing page. SQL is triggered by the data on the survey.
Yeah.
M-qualified lead is based on this, if they disqualified on this survey. Active conversation is when they fill out the yes, I want to be texted, and then they don't respond back. Because if what I just showed you is the trigger is replied. If the person never has an inbound message, then they're never in active conversation. Active conversation will trigger a automation to Amanda or to Ashley to let them know you have a new lead.
Start texting them.
Start texting them back. Now they're doing their job. They send out the invoice manually. And then from there,
closed one. So it almost be active conversation. Then it would be sales call, and then invoice sent. Yeah. So we'd have that something in between.
Oh, and if it's a sales call, by the way, we got to add the stages of sales call.
Yeah, sort of thing. Yeah, there's going to be a sales call in there. It's not. It's rarely. Sometimes it gets done by text, but mostly it's going to be a sales.
Yeah.
Call.
So this is going to be booked call.
Booked call.
Now here's the interesting thing. We can technically, and this is where the iterations come in, because we can do booked call, and that's the automation. We build it that way. But then what's going to end up happening is that Ashley's going to have a situation where people don't show up. So now,
no show.
Exactly.
No show stage.
No show. And
Which
then,
I like, because I like being able to track those metrics.
Yep. No show. And then
show. Booked call, sales call.
Well, yeah, we can use show. So now that's in between these three, and then there's automations. Yeah. If it's booked call and it don't show, she just manually drags and drop. Automatic text messages go out that says, "Hey, let's reschedule the call. Let's reschedule the call. Let's reschedule the call." Actually, it would be done inside the software in the appointment. So right here in the calendar, appointment list view. Oh, right here, status. So all of them, I guess somebody's using them already.
Yeah. Somebody's
using them. But you would trigger this here, and then it would move in the pipeline automatically, plus the automations that would take place. So Ashley would be, this is where she was coming in the middle, on the top of the day. She'll come in here,
look at her appointments,
and then go one by one. Like, I got an appointment with so-and-so, confirmed the status, and then here are some of the other actions, canceled or invalid.
Okay, perfect.
All right. So that's for you, Daniel. This is your stages to look at.
That's awesome.
Create a dashboard of this, and then you just look at it every single day, and you can see people go through it automatically. All right, my friend?
All right.
That is very, very helpful, man.
Now we just need to get another VA.
Yeah, I really appreciate your time you spent on this, Andy. This is awesome.
Yes.
Like, really, really appreciate it. This really helps us think about it in a different way.
No worries, man. Get another VA. Now, to answer your challenge, Chanel, is on the get qualified people. Once you have this, the Sergio and Arvin are going to take care of you.
Yeah, I know. I'm for sure on that.
On the front end.
Yeah.
Where they're strong at is on the front end. Where our relationship is on the back end.
Yeah.
That's why they both use Progreda. So in this scenario, you just take care of the front end, do what you've been doing, and just get people to join the Facebook group.
Yep.
You do that, this will get qualified people in your company. That a good check mark?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions from me?
No.
Was this a success?
Yes.
Anything that I'm missing that you want to address?
This is great, man. This
No.
is really, really good.